We're going live, guys. Let's tweet the hell out of this thing. You wanted it? You got it. Okay, let's go. www.twitch.tv/TLNA. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're so welcome to the show, baby. You're welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. This is a bonus stream, everyone. We're doing a bonus. Why is that not working? Ayayazabolo. Is that? Oh my, oh my, oh my. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Carrie Ann. My little button, my little chickadee is not working. Let's just set the sound straight. They're gonna do a show. I got my headphones on. We got to update the Patreon update. So, home. That says 589. Wowzers. We got 589. So, if we get another, I want to thank Rob, I want to thank Phil, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for signing up. But Tom and Leah and Damon. If we get another 5 subs. Richard, you're insane. Your idea you sent me is insane. It's 9:39. If we get another 5 people signing up to the Patreon before 10:39, then God damn it, we'll do another hour. And then we do another hour. And then we do another hour. Why is my Stream Deck choosing not to work tonight of all nights? Ah, man. We're gonna... Why is it? Hello? Now is it going to work? Now it works.
Donuts.
Hello. Donuts, indeed. Moraine Blues, thank you. If we get another 5 subs to Patreon before 10:39, I'm doing another hour. And on it goes, and on it goes, and on it goes, and on it goes. We've got 8 people watching us. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. I've got to play some adverts. Let's get these adverts out of the way. Let's do this. Let's do the show. Gemma says it's going to be okay one way or another. As you may have been able to tell from my tweets, it's been... It says 100 where you are. It says 8 where I am. It says 8 where I am. Gemma,
Donut.
you are the faith. You are the faith of which I'm keeping. I wasn't set for a show, so I gotta just... There's a train going. It says 8 on my screen. And it's saying 100 where you are? Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Thank you, Gemma. You guys have got me.
Donut.
Coin Gary, thank you. You guys have got me at...
Donut.
Thank you, Villa. You guys have got me at a kind of... I'm feeling maudlin this evening. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm worried. I sent some tweets out. You got me there. So here's the thing. We started at 9:39. If we get another 5 patrons from $4.99 and upwards in the next hour, I'll stay and do another hour, and so on and so on. How's about that? It's saying 8 for some of you, then it says 100, then it says 8. That's life. How our footy's on. Oh, there was a very sad incident in the football, wasn't there? A player collapsed. I don't know anything about football. I don't watch it, but I watched Twitter, and I saw that something rather tragic happened. I think the gentleman... I'll stop talking because I don't know anything about it, but just it's sad. Ian, you saw your mum today? Yes, I did. I saw my mum, and I got to take her out, and I recorded a bit of it, and I'll play it on tomorrow night's show. I recorded taking my mum out for the first time since February of 2020. And what did we do? We went for a Costa, and I took her to Tesco. That was it. That was it. That was what we did, and it was magic. And I was crying so much that the gentleman... Let me get some water, actually. It's hot. It's humid. Let's get some water. Got some cold water. I was crying so much outside Costa that the guy came and brought me a glass of water. Then I immediately spilt it over my mum. I'm making the cassettes. We're on cassette number 3 or 4, I think, of people who've bought the cassettes. And it took me ages to get the master tape right. And then I did. And now I've got, we've got 2 or 3 recorded. Obviously, got to do it in real time, so it's 90 minutes. And I recorded 2, but then they were old tapes. They're all unused cassettes that we're doing it on. But they're unused, but they're obviously they're old. And 2 of the tapes, it was making a horrible squeaking noise. So I've been sent up 5 tapes, and that pack is useless. So I'm getting through the tapes. I put some new merch up on ianandcatherine.com. Excuse me. You can get postcards, you can get cameo videos, and I think that was it. So yes, I saw my mum today, and it was very, very nice. And then I came back home, and what did I do? I did some pottering around, and then what did I do? Oh, I've been reading a book about the Beatles. Hey, we got a new patron. We got Tim. Tim, thank you, Tim. That's one. If we get 4 more, $4.99 and above this hour, before 10:39, I do another hour. How's about that? So we need 4 more before 10:39, and I will do another hour of sitting here and talking with you. So yeah, I saw my mum, and it was magic. I went to the care home, and thank you for the sub. I'm talking about subs to Patreon, but thank you, Mark. I went and I was going to meet her in the back garden and sit in the back garden. I said, oh, by the way, just to let you know, I did a flow test last night and I'm clean. She went, oh, do you want to take your mum out then? I said, huh? Do you want to take your mum out? I said, what, for a coffee? She said, yeah, if you want. I said, yes, I would. And we did. We went out. It was beautiful. It was really emotional. And we both cried, and it was magic. It was magic. Ian, have you ever sold on eBay to a fan, or do they just turn up for the goods? Yeah, I've had people come around. I've got someone coming tomorrow to collect my Vectrex machine, and I believe that person knows who I am, and that'll be fine. Sold it for, how much did I sell the Vectrex for? I sold the Genesis Nomad for $300. The Vectrex, I think it was $275 or something. So someone's coming around tomorrow morning. I can't remember what time they're coming, but they're coming. Izzy, it was amazing. The book on the Beatles is a collection of Belmo's Beatleg fanzines all put together in a book. Here he comes. 42 people coming with me. Here he comes. Pete, I didn't know you were doing a stream. This was not to in any way create stream war, but thank you. Jimbo, I got to show you something. Pete, I hope you had a great stream. How did your stream go? Was it good? All of that stuff. Jimbo, I've got to show you something. You're famous, buddy. You're famous. Watch this. This is the media show that Catherine and I did, right? Piece of trash, really, but...
Hello, we are talking radio today. Good old-fashioned radio with its cosy celebrity presenters, its familiar blend of pop songs, but also, let's face it, traffic updates, car insurance ads, annoying jingles. And if you don't like it, well, you'll just have to wait for those bits to be over. Or will you?
Here we go.
Of a whole host of stations such as Magic, Kiss, Absolute Scala,
and
many
into the
others.
wrong side of the microphone,
Paul,
and he's the head.
You can't have the time to listen to all of those every morning. So do you vary the clock radio? Or
countries, most recently the Republic of Ireland, Poland, and Slovakia, and everywhere we find that radio as a medium.
Here we go. Watch this, Jimbo. Watch this. Watch this.
Enduring and growing. Brilliant.
Very diplomatic answer. You're not naming one. But also with us today are Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle, presenters of the Late Night Alternative. Iain, for our listeners who aren't familiar, how would you describe the programme?
It is a surreal, psychedelic phone-in show where instead of stirring hate and pointing out others that look and sound different and saying hate them, we celebrate life, love,
and just to be difficult, you're actually not...
It's Jimbo! Jimbo's on the BBC! Jimbo's on the BBC! Jimbo's on the BBC! Look at that! Isn't that something?
On late at night anymore. You're actually on in the morning.
Yeah, well, we decided we could mix it up because now we're our own bosses.
They called her a presenter. I got to do that.
Yeah, so you started out on Talk Radio and then you took it to Twitch, the video streaming platform. And we're going to hear later on in the show how you've now gone direct to consumer. You're
boring, but then this is the thing.
Greater targeting.
This is the thing everyone thought was a joke.
That train has left the station. That's where we're all headed.
Do you have any jobs, Paul?
That's a well,
what is he about to say? What is he about to say?
Question.
Well, thank you.
I would.
Well, thank.
But I've not watched all this. I don't watch this, but this is where it does piss me off.
Goes, but
Iain, can you even imagine going back to one of the big broadcasters now?
Yes. Yeah. Listen, I'm not doing this because I'm some great bold warrior that's like, screw everybody, screw all the big companies. No, I'd love a job. If people want to come, I'm going to say it, patreon.com/Iain and Catherine. That is great. It would work in correspondence with doing a job as well. I want to work. And we can't get any work at the moment. So that's why we're
And I should just say other platforms are available.
Get lost, Dashi! He mentioned all of his radio stations.
Yeah, but they're not as good as ours. But this isn't us going, hey, I know what, let's stick it to the man. I want to feed my kids and pay my bills. And at the moment, this is the only opportunity to us. I know a lot of people have made it work really, really well. Hopefully we can.
Paul Keenan,
There we go. That's that. So that's send that clip to your mum. That's on the BBC iPlayer. I retweeted the link, I think. So that's there. 0203 286 6370. If we get 4 more $4.99 and above patrons between now and 10:39, I'll do another hour. How's about that? Yeah, I'm on a bit of a downer. I've sat in the garden reading a lot today, and I've been watching Your Honour, which is great, but it's late, and I just mowed the lawn. But I'm on a bit of downer about this whole thing. I'm scared. Oh, we go out. Well, Amy is a £2. Amy is a £2, and I did say $4.99s and above. So, Amy, thank you for the £2. I'm not in any way disparaging that. That is brilliant. Thank you. And I believe that takes us up to 590. But we need 4 more, and I'm not disparaging what you've just done at all. That is marvellous. We need 4 more. It doesn't show up as 590 yet, so I hold off to doing that. We need 4 more. I know, Kriv, about the retro game. I've asked them to change it. We're all good. We need 4 more patrons at $4.99 above, and I will then do another hour of broadcasting. Thank you, The Real WB. So I'm feeling low. We'll listen to a little bit of Bezic in a bit as well, shall we? I'm feeling low. I'm worried. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm not enjoying this weekend, apart from the wonderful thing of seeing my mum and getting to go out for a coffee. And me and my... Wow! 1, 2, 3. We got 3 have signed up. So we got Mark Mack. Thank you. We got Will Benson. Thank you. So that gives and Tim McKinnon. So that's 3 at the $4.99 and above level. Amy and Paul. Thank you. Thank you. They are, however, at the £2. So that doesn't yet guarantee us another hour. We need 2 more at $4.99 or above to guarantee us the extra hour. Okay, that's what we need. It's not showing us over. It takes ages for it to come through on the the app. So let me just, so I just need to do this, need to do this, need to do this, need to do this. Okay. It takes ages to show that it's comes through. It says 589 on mine. All right, that's good. No, that's good. We need 2 more at $4.99 and above. And you will get a second hour. Let's have a look at some. Floss says, you both look so happy to get. Yeah, it was lovely seeing my mum. We both had a lovely cry, and it was just a joy. Saw that I mentioned seeing you on the BBC News channel. Yes, I did, Simmons. Thank you very much indeed. Is there a link to the visual version of the show? There is. Let me get it for you, mate. I'll just get it for you. Here it is. You go and watch it. And we've just received an order. What has someone ordered from the website? Someone has ordered a postcard. We've got new merch up. Oh, and those cassettes, I'm making the cassettes. Hey, St. John, that's a great thing. What does subscribing to the Patreon give to those who aren't already in it? From July the 1st, this show will be going behind a paywall, so you wouldn't see stuff like this. Right? You'd see the first half an hour, but then after half an hour, 40 minutes, we go behind a paywall. If you want to access that paywall and see the full show, you've got to be a $6.99 or above, okay? That will get you behind the paywall. That will get you the full audio of the show. That will also get you the 45-minute best of podcast. What's that? If you just want the 45-minute best of podcast, which is free at the moment, it won't be free from July the 1st. You need to sign up to the $4.99. £20 and above, you get bonus poddies and first dibs on playing games with me and Catherine. So that's what it gets you, right? And the tweet. Thank you for saying nice things about my mum. She's so lovely and so. And what was lovely is my boys. I phoned my boys up, and when they saw who I was with and where I was with, that we were out of the care home, they even put down their computer game controllers. My eldest stopped playing Fortnite to say hello to Nanny Linda. That's how important it was to them. I really hate going on about this Patreon. You saw me having a little wobble on Twitter, right? You saw me having a little wobble on Twitter, and that's okay. But I'm bored about going on about it. I'm bored. And how bored must you be? There's a couple of people that I followed that were going on about something so much that I kind of muted them for a bit, just because while something was going on, I thought, I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna not get involved in that. And I bet loads of people have muted me because I'm going on about the Patreon all the time. And that's fine. That's fine. What's the best way to watch you with ads to support you for those without disposable income? Well, after July the 1st, you can watch the first 45 minutes for free. And then that's it. Then that is it, I'm afraid. Hey, Spidey Marvellous. Lovely to see you. That's it, I'm afraid, Morph. We have no option. But to do that. I've even been thinking about getting a proper job. I've got dinner all down me. What would I do as a proper job? What would I do? I've been considering it and thinking about it as a possibility. Did I say we were doing another? Did we get to one? Did we get to what we need for another hour? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did, didn't we? No, we didn't. Did we? Hang on. I'm so confused because I deleted the things. Did we get to what we needed for another hour? No, we didn't. Hang on a minute. Everybody just cool out. This isn't going to... Right, so hang on. No, we... What? Hello? Hello there. What's going on now? All mail. Let's go to all mail. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we didn't. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. 2 more needed. Thank you, Mark. We need 2 more at $4.99 and above. I'll do the free, then pay for a bit extra and pay. There you go, Morph. Thank you very much indeed. But if you can't, then that's cool. And you know, I'm sure you understand why we need to do this. Most people who need another proper job seem to deliver the same. I can't do that because I can't drive big vehicles. I cannot drive big vehicles. Can I ask, would having ads on the free part not make you some money? Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't think it would make us much money, Gatford. But actually, we did say the other day that we might try it. We might try it. We might give it a go and see how that goes. Get in the Discord. And what we'll do is I'll take... what's going on here? Hang on a minute. I'm not going to put this up as a podcast because... Beloved aunt. Hey, Ian, I've just signed up. I'll be honest, I don't even listen to your show these days. 2 young kids, you don't get the time. I really enjoyed your content in the past. Thank you. Thank you. Said thank you very much indeed. There we go. Thank you. The support is appreciated and it is grateful. Neil R. Bradley says, send me a DM. Why? Who are you? I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I'm not sending you a DM. I cannot send you a DM, sir. Put ads on the free bit. Yeah, well, I might do. We're going to try it. But my cousin's making a fortune right now doing Amazon deliveries from his own car. I bet he's not making a fortune. I suspect our definitions of a fortune is slightly different. I'm bored about going on about Patreon. I'm so freaking bored about going on about it. Oh, man. Imagine how you lot must feel hearing about it. And some of you go, oh, we don't mind hearing about it. We get it. Come on, man. If my favourite artist was banging on about this all the bloody time, I would kind of step away from a bit. But I'm going to be honest, I am scared. I'm scared about the future. I'm scared, man. I'm really, really scared. I don't know. At the moment, it ain't going to work. At the moment, it ain't going to work, ain't close to what we need to make it work. So what do we do? Don't give up, said no one. Well, I can't. I mean, here's the thing. I got to pay the mortgage and feed my kids, right? So, but what can I do? What can I do to make you love me? Yeah, sorry, Ian. Lol. It does get boring hearing about it all the time. Lol. Don't get that lol. That's made me feel shit, but honesty is appreciated. Let's get in the Discord. Let's chat. Let's chat. I want to talk. Can't lie, got to be honest. Well, you don't have to be honest. You don't. I mean, you don't have to be honest. Honesty, I guess, is appreciated, but I have to be honest and say that hearing your honesty makes me feel like an absolute piece of shit. I'm just being honest. I appreciate your honesty, but hearing that honesty makes me feel like a piece of shit. I judge you on the 31st of July, Jim, because that's when I get my judge's license. That's when I get my judge's license, my license to judge. Got a license to judge. You are gold. Not putting this one out as a podcast. Don't worry, patrons. I'm not going to put this out as a podcast. No, I'm not putting it. You don't want to hear this one as a podcast. This is miserable. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Whoa! Will, what the hell are you doing? Will, that's insane. Will has edited their pledge to a big one. Thank you, Will. Right. Oh, Pete, what did he do to get timed out? This is... Whisper me. Whisper me. Whisper me. tune in and out all the time. Always seem to catch you shouting about your Patreon. This is what I'm saying. Hercules, I notice you're not a subscriber. Jesus, Morais 23. And you see, Herculesy, that's why I have to keep going on about it, because people don't know about it. I don't want to keep going on about it, but I've got to. I don't play games, Dennis. I've never played a game in my life. Never played a game in my goddamn life. Let's get the Discord open. This stream is actually going to drive me insane tonight. You're going to drive me insane. What I want to do is I want to get the Discord open, but I can't find the Discord button. Oh, by the way, I had a great email from someone about John Gaunt. Oh, God, telling me exactly what they got up to in America. Oh, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan Gaunt. Deary me. Deary me. You can sub. Yeah, I would suggest subbing after July the 1st. Right, let's go. We can listen to some Bezic in a bit if you want. Oh, it's on soon. Look at the lounge. The lounge is... Look, if we go to the show waiting room, Max is still in there. Look, Max is in there from last night. Max is still in there. Max is still in there. I tell you what I'll do, Pete. Oh, I tell you what I'll do. Julie. Well, Julie, what are you doing? Julie, tell you what I'll do, Pete. Hang on a second. Let's bring... Hang on, that's the show waiting room. Let's go in there. Let's bring everyone in. What are you giggling for?
I was watching you like struggle with it.
I'll struggle with your face in a minute and not my dick.
Go. Come on.
Come on. Hello, everybody. Listen, hey,
hello.
I'm just copying and pasting a very. If you're in the if you're one of the mods, I'm going to post in both the Twitter mod chat and also the Discord mod chat. I'm going to post the conversation I've had with a gentleman about.
Please don't show your screen.
Huh?
Right now you're showing your screen.
What screen?
I don't know. You're showing your Discord on.
Yeah, I
screen.
can show that, can't
I just don't want you. If it's for Discord mods, do you just want to?
All right. Everybody.
I'm just asking.
Okay, there we go. It's going in there. Oh no, that's the link for that. I'm doing it. I've got copy and paste. This is a great story about someone who worked with John Gaunt. Oh, I love it. If I copy that,
I love it too.
That. There we go. It's in there.
Already haven't.
Your message is too long.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Go to Twitter, man. Just forget Discord. Go to Twitter.
Right,
okay. Well, not everybody has access to the Twitter.
Well, you don't know who John Gaunt is, though.
I will.
Right. Okay. I've done it in. I've done it in. Right. I've done it in Twitter.
First line, I thought you said hi Ian, you tool.
You are who's a tool?
Because his first line is hi Ian, you too with an exclamation mark, and I misread it.
It does. Inauguration week. Let me just copy the rest in here. There we go. Everybody's got it.
Holy guacamole!
There we go, guys. There we go. We got it. We got life. We got love. We got peace. We got happiness. We got harmony. We got.
This is exciting. It's like a little fan fiction.
It's. How we doing? How we doing, team? What's the doors? What's the scores on the doors? We're gonna have a little bit of Alan Bezic soon, but until then, what's the scores on the doors?
Gatford was telling us about football.
Oh, jeez.
Because me and Sinjin don't have a clue.
Oh, because the gentleman that got poorly.
No,
just
that
generally about.
I hadn't actually moved on to that, and that was actually quite traumatic. Because I was watching it live, and he's a former player of the team I support, and I was really shaken by it. And the BBC.
Did he just fall?
Can I just say, by the way, that the people in the I've just looked at the talk forum. It's gold. This email I've got, guys, is gold. Message me, I'll send it to you. Yes, Yes.
Yeah. He just collapsed. He had. Well, we don't know what actually happened because they're a bit busy making sure he's okay. They'll deal with that in due course. But it was not a football incident. He collapsed.
And the big controversy is that the BBC kept showing it instead of cutting.
Yeah,
away.
although I found out through a little bit of research, it wasn't BBC cameras. It wasn't BBC producers that kind of like chose what shot, but the BBC decided to keep it on air.
They could have cut to the studio at a moment's notice.
Absolutely, yeah. And when they did cut to the studio, they just kind of did like we're really sorry, we don't know what's going on, and they went off to sort of like other programming, which they could have done 10, 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah. Wow, 10, 15
and what's
weird, was that long?
And then what's weirdest, and I've never known this to happen, they restarted the game about 2 hours later. Or an hour and a half. No, from where the incident happened. So they played the rest of the game.
I thought they abandoned it.
No, they did at the time, but then because he'd been upgraded and, he was well and was in hospital and breathing and alert, all the players and the managers agreed to keep playing the game, which I've never heard.
To him, they carried on the game to show their respect.
The show must go on.
Just so everyone watching, we will be going to listen to Alan Bezic from the start very, very soon. From the start, very, very soon.
And then just to top it all off, the team that lost the player, they lost the game.
Oh.
And missed a penalty in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, well, that's
not a good day for Denmark.
Ian, can I just say that I need to discuss something with you about
please do.
That video that you showed.
Oh, of the media show with Jimbo on it.
No. You know the one where they had different faces superimposed on it?
Oh, yes. I mean to upload that to YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Do you think that's an improper use of my face, isn't it, Ian?
That is, yes. That is an improper use of you. I mean, you're lucky it's not been deep faked onto pornography.
But yeah. So can I take legal action?
Isn't a good idea.
Hang on, look at Socrates. He's okay, which is the main thing. Christian apparently wouldn't rest up until they agreed. One of the Finland players said, so maybe we should all respect the wishes of the one directly involved. Maybe that didn't happen. We don't know. I don't even know who you are. I don't know anything you're talking about. And also, no, a football match doesn't go. The football match didn't go ahead because he insisted. Don't give me just a thought. The football match didn't go ahead because he insisted.
I'm pretty sure doctors don't ask patients, is it okay if we let that football game go ahead?
Would you like the football match that now we know?
Yeah. Are you all right with that?
Would you like the football match? Because if you say no, then they won't do it. They won't do it. The computer game show has raided with a party of 43. Thank you so much indeed. How was your stream? Was it fun? I listened to your 12-minute podcast. I have to tell you that David Turners has been not in this stream tonight. He's been in this stream regularly. He has been very, very busy online, and whatever I can do to get him in trouble.
He wasn't supposed to be.
He's not exactly. He's not. And yet he has been. Anyway, Alistair was complaining about, I wasn't really listening, something about being deep-faced in pornography or something.
Well, is there a legal case, Ian? Because you were defaced as well.
I tell you what, why don't you... By the way, Socrates, you're such a bell cheese. So if those players had refused and Ericsson said no as well, they'd have been made to play. Well, if the whole team had gone on strike, then they would have gone on strike. But the decision wasn't made. The decision wasn't made because a man in a hospital bed went, yeah, please play for me. Please. That's not what happened. And if you think that's what happened, you can take your second sarcastic comment that you seem to do after your first ill-thought-out, stupid comment, and you can shove it up your jacksie.
Yay!
Alistair, I suggest you do the first test case, and I'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna call the Gregorian, I think.
Well, I'm not joining this class action suit because I'm quite happy with the outcome.
The pornography?
No. The videos. I think they show me in a good. I think that's the best PR I've had in years.
Pornography can also be good PR.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
It can be good Peter PR. You gotta think about making money.
Gotta make that dollar.
You got a money maker there.
I look dreadful, Singe. I don't know if you saw the video, but
no, you look handsome all the time.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
I look like I don't know. I don't know.
Handsome.
I didn't
British
feel comfortable with it.
A young, handsome British lad.
I got some news. We're going on, and we are now going on until 11:39. We're going on to 11:39. We got our 5 subs. So here's now my deal for you, right? We get 10 more subs, $4.99 and above, and we go until 1 a.m. 10 more subs of $4.99 and above from now, and we go on until 1 a.m. That's my
past
promise.
midnight.
Yeah, is it?
I'm just thinking you could do this in reverse as well. On Monday, you could say at the beginning of the show, if we don't get 5 subs, we're going till 1 o'clock.
Oh, Hercules is upset.
And for every 5 subs, take a half hour off.
Hercules says, great, 1 more hour of Patreon plugging. Well, Pete beat me to it. He's bad.
Farewell, Hercules.
Yeah, you really need to stop forcing people to be in the Twitch and watch you, Ian. It's just not fair, is it?
Who is this sound nomad that's in our chitty chat room but is muted and has their headphones turned off? Nomad.
Yeah, they're deafened. They don't even hear you.
Sound nomad.
Oh, I don't know. That's the government, I think, listening in.
Oh, okay. I'll put them in that room with Max.
I don't even think they have.
Ian, can I ask you a question about the Patreon? Do you think that you're going to get, when you start, and that the paywall comes into play?
Yes.
I mean, surely that's going to encourage more
People keep saying that. People keep saying that, and I don't know.
Right.
I just don't know, I hopefully, but I don't think so. I don't know.
Are you going to do
I mean, in my
shows?
experience, if someone's listening to watching the show and it's a really good show and they want to know what happens next, they will just click on it and, they can click on it and then sort of unsubscribe later or whatever. But at least it means you're going to get some money.
Yeah. Oh, geez, what was that?
That was me coughing, sorry.
Not me.
I'm just telling Catherine what's going
on.
on.
It's not me either. Ian, are you going to do like the same frequency of shows or what? Do you have a plan for that?
Right. Here's the thing.
If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind you asking because we haven't quite thought our thing. We will not be showing B movies. Okay, so we've been showing a B movie like an hour at the start of the show, before the show, of like an old interview or an old clip. We will not be doing that because we're doing that just to kind of boost our hours up because we have minimum hours that we have to make for this. So we won't be doing that, right? So you're going to get purer content. We are not going to do as many hours as we are doing now because we think the show suffers a little bit from doing as many hours as we have. So we're going to do slightly less and make the shows much, much better. And I think we're going to play around with the slots a bit. I know loads of you really like the nighttime shows, and they're kind of harder to do. They're kind of harder to do because of it's slightly easier for me because I live here on my own, and but Catherine lives an hour away and has kids and all kinds of stuff. So what we are intending to do is we're going to, like we've just started the last couple of weeks to try and get up to speed for us. Catherine and I are going to chat over the weekend of what we can do for the next week. And we will send out on Sunday evenings an itinerary for the week, maybe for the fortnight, but definitely for the week. So it will be we will move things around. We want to do some more evening shows. I'm not quite sure how, but we will be moving things around. But you will know on Sunday what we're doing for the rest of the week so that you can hopefully be a bit fluid and you can join us. But don't forget, if you're 66 and above, you get to watch it and listen to it any goddamn time you want.
I think that's the way to go. I agree.
That's what we're doing at Gafford.
Yeah, no, I'm just showing my support. I've been surprised about how many people have been clamouring for you and Kath to return to the evenings.
I was surprised by that. A lot of people want the nighttime shiz.
Yeah.
I can't wake up that early, Ian. It's 5 a.m., sir.
You need to, I don't know if you've heard, we have a little thing of it. It's called amphetamines. And
okay,
I'm listening. Can someone send him some good old-fashioned British Purple Hearts? And
my P.O. box is open. So.
Get this guy buzzing.
Imagine singeing on drugs, though. It'd be like, giving MZ speed.
Oh, man alive.
It was bad enough when he was on alcohol. I mean, gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Catherine Boyle is in the chat. And Catherine, we've had some great, brutally painful honesty from people saying that us banging on about the Patreon is boring, but they still support us. And we had some people who just said, shut up banging on about it, and they got banned.
That was one person.
Shut up, man. I'm trying to make it sound like a more dramatic. And
how to make it go viral.
But everyone's saying they prefer the evenings. We will do more evenings. But we're also going to do a bigger selection of shows, right? So I'm going to carry on doing the radio show thing where we don't have pictures. And I also want to do, reading the Ivy Tilsley book, the book Late Night Book Club. So I would imagine that we will keep similar slots for the late night alternative, but that I might sneak in a few evening slots of some solo stuff as well.
Might you do another presenter-less show?
Yeah, definitely. I'm up for that. I love that. That was fun.
But I would keep them special. I wouldn't do them as regular.
Yeah.
Because I think people need time to build up material.
Yes. Linny says, are you going to theme the shows? I missed the quiz night. The quiz night was good. Yeah, we'll do the quiz night, I think. We'll do stuff. It's going to be
Didn't
fun.
you say you were just afraid that Catherine kept beating you?
I won the tournament, so you can do with that information as you will. Bill Al is here. Hello, Bill Al. Lovely to see you. We need 10 more people signing up to the £4.99 Patreon or above before 10:30. No, we're doing the extra hour. So hang on. So we're going through to 11:39. Oh, geez. We already got enough for the extra hour. Oh, God. If we get another 10 before 11:39, we go through to 1 o'clock. That's what we're doing tonight. Maybe even later. Who knows?
Someone in the chat says, "Can you do more songs?"
Oh, baby.
I mean, is there not? There must be enough for an album by now. Come on.
Oh, baby. Well, here's the thing. I don't keep a log on the songs. I just put them out there. They're free. They're my gift to people.
Sounds like a job for Matty or something.
Matty really is working way too hard. That guy. He does too much stuff, and he needs to. Doesn't my voice sound? It sounds very rich tonight. It sounds like a proper radio voice, doesn't it? Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Did someone?
I think it does. But is that because you've been smoking cigarettes all day?
I don't. No. I don't. I haven't had a cigarette for about 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good going in.
One of my biggest regrets is that I gave up cigarettes before I was legally allowed to buy them.
I can't imagine you as a smoker.
It was a peer pressure thing. There was a group of us, and it was peer pressure.
Hang on, is Gatford admitting on stream to having broken the law?
No. Well, I suppose I am. I think the statute of limitations has passed.
The statute. What's the statute of limitations?
I think it's an American thing, but it basically means enough time.
There's a statute.
A statute of limitations. I think it's in Hyde Park.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the one of David Bowie.
Okay. I see what's going on.
Unlike other European countries, the United Kingdom has no statute of limitations for any criminal offence.
Well, in that case, then my name is Pete Trenchard.
Officially, though. Yeah.
And I stopped smoking before I was legally allowed to burn.
Notice Pete stays quiet until there's a chance to stitch Gatford up, and then he's all over it.
Yeah. Malone just came in, to be fair, Dave. I'll stitch you up as well.
By the way, Pete, happy birthday for tomorrow.
It's not his
birthday
Alice. Yet, Alice. So we don't mention it before. It's bad luck. He might get knocked down by a bus before then. Who knows? If
an hour and 39 minutes.
And once again, it's a big old white male sausage fest on my show.
We're crossing 2 continents.
Yeah, of white men. No people of colour, no women, nothing. Just
why can't we have a white man's day?
And
touch myself in that comment, please.
Oh, mate!
I'd like to distance myself from that comment.
Yes, agreed.
All lives matter, Alistair.
I'm just repeating what that bloke said to Ian on the radio.
I tell you what, I don't know about all lives matter. All wives matter. Anyway,
even if you haven't.
You know what? I actually made the mistake of tuning into James Whale the other day for about 5 seconds.
What on earth were you on?
I thought maybe, it's been a while. Maybe he's doing something a bit more freeform.
It's been a while. It's ages since fascism was any good. I wonder if it's still good.
But I tuned in, and pretty much the first thing that I heard him say was, "And remember, all lives matter." And I was like, okay, no, I'm turning off again.
The turning point for me with James, and we did fall out, I guess, I think I've said this, when he got suspended for laughing at someone talking about their rape story. I did get in touch with him to make sure he was all right, and there was something else, and I got in touch with him to make sure he was all right. And when I lost my job, he never got in touch with me to make sure I was all right. But the turning point for me with James really was when he was calling a 16-year-old girl Greta Funbags.
Yeah.
And I thought, so she's a child, and we all know that funbags means big boobies, and that's inappropriate. At any age, that would be inappropriate, but especially for a 16-year-old girl, that's totally inappropriate. I hate that place.
Was it him or Alan Vallon that really used to go after Charlotte Church when she was still under 18?
I don't know anything about Steve Vallon.
Oh God, I found an episode of Friday Night with Jonathan Ross.
Oh,
and
yes.
He was really banging on about the fact that she was legal now.
There was
it was that. Yeah.
Spicy.
Oh, it's horrible.
Julie Prunes. Hang on a minute. First of all, Julie Prunes, thank you. But Julie Prunes, I just saw what you did with your Patreon subscription. So just calm down, Julie Prunes. But thank you. That's very, very kind. Thank you.
How many 150s have you got, by the way?
3.
Nice.
3. And you can guess who one of them is.
Me.
I think I know 2 of them.
Go on. I can't.
No, I don't think it's fair to say, but
guess who you think they are, and I will remain motionless.
So Gregorian. And just judging by other things you said, maybe Bodell.
Oh yeah, good point.
I would like to throw a personal trainer into the mix.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, that would make sense. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not me, by the way.
I can confirm it's not me.
No. Okay. We got some very.
I can confirm it might be me.
We've got a game show.
Okay, audience, over to you. Who is telling the truth? Who has got more money than sense? We got some really very kind, generous, lovely people who, who I cannot fathom out how or why their brains work, but I'm grateful that they do, and it's very, very kind.
But you should have an even bigger one, Ian, like a £500 tier to have personal dinner with them.
Nope,
you and Catherine actually have a dinner.
I don't want to meet anybody.
So the 150s get a dinner together with you
on the Zoom.
On the
Zoom.
How long is the dinner? Is there a time limit?
About an hour.
As quick as
I'm a quick eater, but I did that for I did that with when it was my Patreon, and it was nice. It was really nice actually. We had there was a couple that were a little bit awkward. There was one that was quite awkward, but otherwise it was lovely. It was nice. It was a nice way to spend an hour. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I'm boring you guys, but I'm boring you. I'm boring me. Boring my fans. My fans are my number one. Boring just going on about this boring crap all of the time. Jeez.
Yeah. You having a living and needing to feed your kids and get a mortgage. Oh, how dull.
Shall we go? Right. shall we say goodbye to you lot? And then listen to some Alan Bezic. And the reason I say goodbye, I would love to. I would love to talk you through it, but I don't think there's a way. Hang on a minute. There's not a way that you can hear it through my computer because of the way the sound. There must be a way.
Have you not just play it on your phone?
No, that'd be
you
stupid.
could you could share a screen with us in Discord, but then I don't know if that's gonna work with Twitch.
Right, first of all, can you Discordians? You can't hear this, can you? Right, you can't hear this music.
We can't hear anything.
No. Okay. How would I? I don't want to spend too long on this because already I'm bored. Is there a way to route the audio from the computer?
Not like
I know how to do it. Stay there.
Okay.
Stay there. I know how to do it. I'm a genius.
Confirm I am staying.
Everybody leave.
Fair warning, the splitters in the Discord have suggested that there might be something contentious in the first couple of minutes that Alan says.
Oh, well, he's not here to hear that.
Something about all lives matter or something?
Well, the Smiths has said, Alan, sometimes your terminology lets you down so bad.
Ooh.
So, that to look forward to.
I think I know how to do it.
Is this the show now? Are we the show?
Kind of have been for a bit.
We're the show, but we're not as famous as Jim, who's now been on the BBC News Channel. So,
right, I'm going to play something.
On there as well.
I'm going to play something. Can you? By the way, I found a great clip of my mum calling you lot bellends. Can you hear this?
The answer is.
Did you hear? You didn't hear? Can you? No. Right, can you hear? Hang on. Can you hear this?
No.
That's the Brighton show, by the way. I just played. You can't hear that. No, you must be able to hear that. I don't believe you.
Well, Catherine has said Alan has been extremely disappointing at times.
Alan who? I missed that whole bit of the
quite
conversation.
Often comes out with things which are just...
I know you can hear it, Catherine. I'm asking if the people in there can hear it. No, you must be right. You're doing a thing on me, right?
No, we can't hear it. It's
can you hear this?
No.
But you must be able to hear it. Hang on a minute. No, not that. Right. Hang on. If I do it,
it's based off of what you have Discord settings at.
How about now? Can you hear it now?
No.
Nope. You must be able to hear that. I know you can hear it on the stream. I know you can hear it on the stream. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking these people.
Shall I just ring the show and just play it down the line?
No. Please. Because the way I'm playing that is, hang on a minute. Let's have a little look. Should we have a little look at the user settings? Right. User settings. Voice and video. Here we go. So oh Jesus. Right, you're about to hear me a whole lot better. You ready?
Yeah, because you don't have it set to your actual mic.
Hello, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Why didn't anyone tell me it was
We
set
did tell you that.
You didn't tell me that. When?
We did say that last time.
Oh, I've left the chat. I've left it. Hang on. No one told me that. I will not throw a wobbler, Desmond.
No, it was like picking up like his webcam mic or something.
It was picking up my webcam mic. So now, okay, well, no one told me that, so screw you.
I assumed you had to do that because I couldn't get the same mic to go through two sources.
Because you're not a professional. I'm a professional, right? I'm a professional. So, okay, now we're going to try something exciting, right? So now we've got a show. Now we got a show. Can you hear this bit of music? Yes, you can.
Yes, now we can.
Yes, we can. We got a show. Who wants to sit with me and listen to Alan Bezic, tonight's Alan Bezic from the start?
Oh, God, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're having Alan Bezic watch party of all things. Why did you not tell me it was going through the wrong mic? Hang on, of course, I'm reminded by Dave to...
Let's get the bloody thing going.
We're getting there, Dave. By the way...
we can hear everything.
Natalie Jordan, thank you. We now need another 9 patrons. Excuse me? We now need another 9 patrons of $4.99 and above before 11:39, and we'll be here until 1 o'clock.
Well, you'll be here till.
Oh my God, Catherine's just bought another cat as well as the cat that she's just bought. Catherine, I've done something silly and asked Yoko's cat mum if she might do me a deal on her brother.
Oh,
that
that's
is
nice,
insane.
though, isn't it? Keeping family together.
Well,
she's trying to catch up with you.
She's an idiot. 3 cats is stupid, Catherine. But wow,
Ian, is that what all of us Northerners sound like to you?
I was wondering what that accent was.
You're not from the north, Pete. Where are you from? You're from like Portsmouth or something, aren't you?
No, that's just kind of where I am now.
Right, but you haven't got a northern accent, I think. You haven't got a northern...
I originally have a Midlands accent, and now it's kind of gone.
Right, so you haven't got... Okay, so you don't really have an accent. So I don't know that you're from the north.
Lots of planets have a north.
It's not proper north, Pete. You know, you need to be a certain way up north to be proper north.
Twisty's joining us.
Consider the River Thames north.
Alistair, can you say winter's coming?
Catherine says she's just asking, she's not promising. Catherine, there's someone who just went to look at some cats but wasn't going to buy them and then came back with 2 cats. I know how this works. Oh, by the way, in the Brighton show, of which the cassettes are being made, I had to abandon 2 cassettes because the tapes were really noisy and stretchy. But I've listened to bits of it, and I talk about the day it's recorded. I've just bought Patty and George. I've just got them, and I talk about Velvet. I say I've got 5 cats. Well, really, it's 4.5 because Velvet's not going to be around for much longer, and now she's dead.
How's Velvet?
How's Velvet? Right, shall we have a little listen? I got to go teach someone how to do things. Says Sinjin. I don't want to interrupt, but I love you, brother. Have a good night. So you typed it in the chat so that I've read it. So it's a double interruption.
Well, I didn't tell you to read it out loud.
No, but I read it out loud before realizing. You're like those people.
I appreciate that you read it.
You're like those people that will send like a really heartfelt personal email that involves personal information, right? Mm-hmm. And then at the end say, please don't read my name out on air.
No, I don't care. You know what? Okay. I'm going to do things.
That's better. Own it. Own it.
Go teach, Sinjin. Go teach.
I was just trying to be nice. You know what? I don't need to take this right now. And I got an ad for a chicken sandwich from McDonald's and Nair.
Yes, man. Own it.
Wait, just a quick question. Have all the guys been getting Nair commercials lately on Twitch? Or is it just me?
Getting what commercials?
Nair?
What's Nair?
What?
It's like hair removal for women.
No,
typically. I think there's a Nair for men, but
I was getting Ryanair. That's slightly different.
By the way, Catherine, I just got your message. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, you're getting the tiny thumbs up for that.
All right, bye bye.
He's gone. He's gone. Who is Pete? Are you hoovering?
No.
Not me.
Someone's drilling.
Someone's having a lucky night. They're drilling. Should we listen to some? Pete, that's coming from your microphone.
What are you hearing?
Like a
Are you rewinding a tape?
Were you playing Killer Killer in the background, Pete?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
That's Blue Tick, Twitch streamer.
I'd like to welcome Star of BBC's The Media Show. Catherine won't know this because she hasn't seen it. But Catherine, they showed a tiny clip of our show, and it's us dressed in our Mayday outfits and Jimbo on there. So Jimbo somehow, that's one of the perks of being a patron. We did that because he's a patron. That's it. Now I remember. If you sign up to the Patreon, $4.99 and above, we need 9 more before 11:39 for the show to go through till 1 o'clock. And you could appear in BBC propaganda.
I'll get on the One Show.
I could get you. I can guarantee I can get you on the One Show. Yes.
I could probably present it, couldn't I?
Sure, why not? Paul Twist, what the hell are you doing? Paul Twist, why is it so noisy where you are? Are you in like a kitchen of a restaurant?
Oh, shit. It's probably my fan. Sorry.
It is turn your bloody fan off. Get hot. If you're going to be on the show business, it's hard work and it's hot work.
I'm a bit worried because Paul's...
Hang on, so it wasn't me?
No, it was you. It was coming from your microphone and Paul Twist was muted at that point.
Paul's already listened to the Bezic show, so we're not going to get any spoilers, are we?
Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers. Sorry. Right. Okay. So are we actually going to listen to the Bezic show, or are we just going to sit around and argue?
That's why I came. I heard there was a Bezic.
I'm good either way.
Let's do it. Right, let's go in.
Launch the show, Ian.
Here we go. I normally skip. Well, let's. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Here we go.
Can we guess the record?
Shut the fuck up. I normally skip past. We're going to skip past the music, but let's go. Let's see. Here we go. So this is tonight's Alan Bezic that started 37 minutes ago. Is that volume good for my guys in the Discord? My Discord guys. I like to call them the Discord guys because they're guys and they're in Discord. Here we go.
Discord.
Sweet.
Well, if you just tuned in for the news, it's a bit of a shock, isn't it?
That's him. That's muffled on his part. That's not muffled from me. That's muffled output.
Good evening.
Is he talking into the wrong end of the microphone?
Could be. Like the guy from Bauer.
BBC Radio Manchester.
Oh. I'm going to guess that the song is Laddie Sifri, Something Inside Strong.
Why?
Just a bit of fun.
Bit of fun.
It is the Alan Bezic Late Night Phone-In on the weekend, I know. Right across the northwest. By that we mean Merseyside, Greater Manchester and Lancashire. If you want to join us, the number is 0800 218 2255. We're here for the next 3 hours. You can talk about absolutely anything.
Oh God! Rich says always a slight hiss when listening to Bezic on BBC. It's the worst. Or they had the crappiest setup. It was okay last Sunday. I remember noticing that there was no hiss. But it's back. He's back to the hiss tonight.
We don't mind what. It's been an interesting week. Has it not?
I normally skip past the opening monologue because they're quite boring.
BBC spent millions on developing it. It's crap.
Yeah.
My enjoyment of the news was diminished when I learned he'll be coming back. But then it was lifted again when I saw a picture of the craft, which, quite frankly, to a 72-year-old man with the mind of a 9-year-old...
We've got an hour to get 9 more people to sign up to the Patreon, $4.99 and above, to take this show through to 1 o'clock. It's a subathon, guys. We're doing a subathon.
That Harry and Meghan are going to have nearly 6 months off on maternity leave, which will be great news. Because it should mean we don't see their money-grubbing mugs in the paper every day.
He
except when the kids...
hates Harry and Meghan. He hates them, and I find his hatred of them, I find it a little bit too extreme. Discuss.
Same.
Yep.
Really winds me up, actually.
Yep.
It's the only thing he does which seems to be bowing to the public, the normal mainstream media view.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Pete, we get your views on it, Pete?
Apart from when he's a bit racist, then he's doing it as well.
Here's the thing. He does occasionally get a little bit racist. He said something pretty outrageous about refugees the other day, that they should be grateful of being in detention centres over here because they can't where they come from. But he is... He certainly was in the 80s. I know he doesn't say what his political allegiance is, but in the 80s he was a socialist. And that is revealed in some of those early shows that we've listened to. Let's continue.
Plops out and has to earn his or her corn. And Boris was quoted saying in reference to the United States, "I don't like the talk of a special relationship," which is understandable given the number of special relationships he's had in his private life that turned out to be not that special after all, and are mainly measured in alimony. Meanwhile, Brexit, his deal means that mainland Britain can't send sausages to Northern Ireland. He does seem to have a lot of trouble with his sausage. Oh, this is...
Okay. Now, this is actually quite subversive for the BBC. To be doing...
The last lesson, doing the jokes about the week. That's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, he's doing gags. Here we go.
And then It's the big question tomorrow. Not will England go out of the Euros on a penalty shootout at some point, let's face it, that's a given. But will the players be booed when they take the knee? I think they will. In fact, I think they want to be, so that when they do lose on penalties, they've got something to blame other than the fact that they're big sissies who ain't got the balls to kick the balls under pressure.
Oh!
Oh, wow. That's a bad.
It's a bit mock the week, though, isn't it?
Let's skip forward a little bit. Hang on.
Yes.
Oh, hang on.
You just show them.
I know.
There we go. Yeah, that was lame. That was lame. To do that.
He doesn't like.
Hang on, Gatford. Hang on, Dave was saying something, but Dave's a little bit quiet. Go on, Dave.
That's because my mic was by my ear. I've not heard many like full shows, but they're not all like that, are they? Is this new since he started weekends? That kind of structure, the gags at the start.
He's always done it like a sort of monologue and then a song. And I generally would just skip past to the end of the song. I never liked the monologue. I never listened. I just skipped past the other song. Get me into the callers. That's all I want. I want to hear the callers. I don't want to hear that crap.
Maybe he's been told to jazz it up a bit since he's gone to the weekend.
Well, hang on. I'm literally just said that's what he always does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It confuses me that he says he sometimes doesn't pick the songs. So does that mean he sometimes doesn't write the monologue?
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's true. I mean, he hates the songs. He was very angry about playing the Style Council last week.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
He was furious about playing the bloody Style Council.
Maybe it's a different producer at the weekend, and maybe they're a bit more handsy,
Same producer. More hands-on. Same producer, a guy called Talent. Yeah. Okay. We're going to continue with this. This is like when me and my friend tried to watch the Monkees movie Head whilst we were tripping on LSD, and it took us 3 hours to watch the first 35 minutes, and then we just gave up. So here we go. We're 6 minutes in.
They can't get knocked out on penalties tomorrow. I do know.
Oh.
But, it's just a matter of time, isn't it? Really? Oh, come on, you know it. Yes, I know. I could think.
Get
positive.
To the calls.
That would
come
really
on.
Make all the difference, wouldn't it? Me in my little ivory tower, thinking positive will help them no end. I'm sure. Good evening.
Oh, by the way, if you want to join in the Discord, guys, and you don't have to be a guy, you can be a gal or anything in between or outside of those boundaries. Come to the Discord. Come and join us in the Talk About the Show section, and we'll talk about the show.
How are you? I'm on a Bezic. You can talk about absolutely anything. The only thing worse than the England football team is quite.
By the way, if any of you have you want to jump in at any point, just shout and I'll pause it.
Hands of New Zealand. Oh dear God, doesn't it make you feel good? If you want to talk about anything, you can. 0800.
That would have been a perfect segue for the Stephen Dennis song.
Don't make you feel good. We lost Twisty. Twisty left. Twisty had enough. He was just not enjoying this. By the way, I should have a little look what's going on in the Alan Bezic fans chat. The Smiths. By the way, it's my favourite part of our Discord is the Alan Bezic fans chat. And Twisty and the Smiths are in there chatting away about it. I love it. It's good. Katifa!
Hello.
Hello, Katifa.
I thought there was too many men in here.
Thank you, Katifa, for joining.
All you got to do is pick up the Discord and go for it. We're not stopping you.
No, well, that's one here.
Ooh, Catford, what was that?
Catford, more like.
All this, it's a sausage fest. I mean, we're just loyal fans that, dial in.
So it's Kate. I don't feel we should be attacking her.
Please don't call her darling. That's patronising.
I didn't say darling.
Zintronic says, what day is this Bezic show? It's tonight's show. Just to let you know, Jim, you're coming through a little bit quiet. Katifa, you're a little bit quiet as well.
Probably because I'm on the rubbish Bluetooth headphones.
Probably because you're a woman. Okay, you said that,
yes,
not me.
Yes, that too.
Okay, let's crack on. If anyone wants to chip in at any point, just say, and I will mute the sound. Here we go.
Bulbs. I'll start with Alan Jim Bulbs.
Now, I like Keith. As a first-time caller, he's like a less aggressive Bezic. Not Bezic. What was that guy? Caddick.
any other type of fluorescent tube.
But it's quite. I like the disdain with which Bezic treats him.
Is there one that is okay? Because what about all the fluorescent tubes in supermarkets and everywhere?
Julie says, "Where is the talk about the show?" It's in the voice channels. If you get into one of the voice channels, you might not be able to see it. I'll drag you in.
Yes, they'll have to change them.
Yeah, but is there an equivalent? There must be an equivalent that's going to be okay, mustn't there?
Not necessarily. I'm not aware of one.
Because they said halogen bulbs banned, followed by fluorescent. Unless they mean fluorescent bulbs, not tubes.
No, I don't think we have fluorescent bulbs, do we?
Well, I thought the LED things were fluorescent.
No, they're
Oh, guys, I just got to stop for a second. We are up to now 598 patrons. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you, everybody. But we still need, if you want the show to go until at least 1 o'clock, we need another 9 to sign up $4.99 or above. Disney says, is the variety of news callers, you mean news or new callers, something you miss from the radio? Or do you prefer having the regulars? No, I miss randoms. I miss one-time callers and people that never call again. But we never really got that at Talk Radio. It was very much a small pool. There was a period towards the end when it got really right-wing, and we would get some hangovers from that. But generally at Talk Radio, I don't know what the Discord gang think, but Talk Radio, we didn't really have that many callers, that variety of callers.
I agree. It felt like you were getting there near the end, but then a lot of them were people coming in, because the station, unfortunately, got more successful sort of with what it was doing.
Yeah.
So there were more people sort of floating around, but
they were.
Yeah, I don't know. It is just having the regulars worse than having the racists.
Put up a poll in the chat: regulars or racists?
I think I'd vote racist because I quite liked it when Ian and Kath got to be a bit argy-bargy.
You know that racist Jonathan posted something on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That was he called it was the clip of the BMP guy, Paul somebody, I can't remember his name. To being racist and let me find
I don't know if you've seen, we've got Julie in the lounge as well.
Oh, Julie's, I had not seen Julie. Come on in, honey. Come on in, honey.
You did get more randoms as well after the jungle.
Yeah, but there was. Do you remember that? It was like a week or 2 weeks of just 14-year-old girls phoning, going, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" Which was hilarious.
Twitch was bear in mind that was when I started watching. The start of Twitch was loads.
Jonathan's replied to me. So Jonathan posted on my thing to the Paul Rimmer thing. I've become wary of Paul Rimmer in the past year. First, he sent me an unsolicited video of a dog having intercourse with a man somewhere in the Middle East. Then he started blaming the Jews for stealing the election from Trump. I've made my displeasure with these antics of his very clear but tactfully. I'm not angry with him. I'm just disappointed in him. So I replied, gosh, Jonathan, you went to prison for racial hatred. You don't really have much right to comment unless you have changed massively and repent your past, which last time we spoke, you hadn't. And then I posted the link to the news story about why I went to prison. Then he replies, God, what an arsehole. Ian Lee, get it right. It was religious hatred, which is odd as religions are ideas, and it's okay to hate bad ideas. So I have every right to offer my 2 cents. Don't forget, the last time he came on the radio show, he said he wanted Gina Miller to be murdered. Right? Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. You have no idea how much you're... Wow, listen to this! This is insane!
He's off again, isn't he?
You have no idea how much your blatant and repeated lies have hurt me. But I finally have the peace of mind to forgive you. If I were a racist and a Nazi, I would say so proudly and shameless, but I don't because I'm not any of these evil things. I'm glad you cleaned up your articles in Retro Gamer. And I'm sorry, I had to end your mainstream career with the curse of the Blitzer. What? For all your... Oh, he calls himself the Blitzer. Okay, his name is the Blitzer.
After a reindeer.
For all your faults, you are you're a genuinely talented broadcaster. On the positive side, I'm glad your eldest is displaying the same affinity for libertarian principles that I did when I was twice his age. You never know. He could be our first libertarian prime minister. I do hope you are finally at peace with yourself. What the fuck? What?
That's fucking sinister.
That is creepy, right?
That swings from psychopath to weird in like 3 seconds.
That is creepy as hell. I mean,
what? What are the rules on having ex-convicts on Twitch?
Well, this is on YouTube. I would have assumed he would have had his internet privilege taken away, but I don't really know enough about the story. Obviously, I'm now going to... Hang on a minute. We're going to hide the user from the channel, and we'll delete that comment. I don't really want that comment there. He always had a thing about my kids. Do you remember he made a video, like an animation that was of my kids or something? It was...
He made some really shitty, weird animation with like Daleks and things.
Yeah.
Was that the bit that bothered you, Pete? Or
something?
Sorry, Alistair, what was that?
Is he supposed to be autistic? Did I hear?
I think he's racistic. No, I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? You know, it can explain behaviour, but it doesn't justify behaviour.
Oh, no, I'm not saying...
No, you're not at all. I don't know. He's insane. I mean, that's what it was always one of my great regrets that I couldn't ever quite get to the heart of the man. But I think he's too far gone. I think he's too far gone down that awful route.
Any idea what he's even referring to with the bit about your eldest?
I don't know. I mean, he mentions Retro Gamer. I don't know why he says clean up your columns. I don't know.
You talked about your son in the Retro Gamer.
I talk about my kids in there. Yeah.
You mean the Radio 2 interview?
No,
it'll be the Retro Gamer because that's Jonathan's thing.
Yeah. Strange. I mean, that has zero impact on me. I don't even feel sorry for him anymore. I don't feel anything. I'm certainly not angry or upset or scared. I'm bemused. Hey, Julie Prunes. Julie Prunes, you don't have to unmute.
Oh, hello.
Hello, she's
unmuted.
Am
I here?
You're here.
Hello, Julie.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Julie.
Julie, thank you for your generosity. It has been noted this evening. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You here for a little bit of Bezic?
I'm totally here for the Bezic.
Let's do it. Let's get in. By the way, just to say, I know we're not banging on about it too much, but if we need another 9 people to sign up to the $4.99 or above on Patreon before 10:39. Otherwise, the show ends at 10:39. If we get another 9, we go until 1 o'clock. But let's crack on with the Bezic. If anyone wants to chip in at any point, just say, and I will mute the sound. LED.
Oh, they're LED, right. Well, can I go on to something much simpler then?
By all means, we might have long thin LEDs, mightn't we? I don't know.
Well, this is the thing I thought you might know, but
I mean, I like Trevor's, not Trevor. God, I like Keith's calls, but they're quite dull.
They just showed
it. With LEDs is not exactly an opening for a first call.
No, I remember once when I was away, actually staying in Forest Holidays. I remember it vividly, and me and my eldest would listen to Kath's show, and I heard Caddick phone up 3 nights in a row, the first call, and I remember thinking, he is never going to be the first caller again. It's an awful opening to a show, and it's different. It's different hearing it on the radio than it is hearing it in the studio. Hearing it on the radio and hearing what it sounded like as the first caller, I thought, nah, he's never going to be our first call again. He's flipping awful.
It's only me could make a mistake like this. John Gilmore is doing a good job, by the way.
How much control do you and therefore Bezic have over that compared to like producers? Like
over what? Who goes on when?
Yeah.
Well, he says
obviously different for you now, but
yeah, he says that they come on generally in the order they call in, and I believe that. We would, if we had 2 or 3 or 4 or more calls, they would just be up on the switchboard in front of me, and I would if I knew the names, I would take them in the order that I thought would work best. I would play it like playing notes. So I can't think of any examples, but I would take someone that I think would follow the previous caller quite well, and if we had a new person, I'd go to them straight away.
We used to wind Davis up on the Absolute Days by insisting on being the first caller after the news.
Oh, on who? Wind up who?
Davis.
Oh, okay.
And we would, like 5 of us would all ring in and say we need to be the first caller after the news just to annoy him.
We've got a call, guys. We've got a good call. Here we go. This is one of my favourite callers. This is the guy coming up, I think, who always asks Alan, "What do you think about the football?" I don't watch it. This is this guy coming up. Here we go.
Indeed.
It's a Lancashire number on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. None of this unified stuff with Gilmore.
I've just checked. I've just read through the last Retro Gamer column a few times. I can't find anything that's remotely libertarian.
I don't really know what libertarian means, to be honest. I don't really care.
You can't find anything that could be construed. It's, really weird.
Newman Charles says, that would explain my long waiting times. Ian clearly didn't think I had any entertainment value. That's correct, Newman. First of all, I've got no idea who you are. But secondly, yeah, that's correct. Because that's exactly what I just said. Yeah, you're well done. You totally understood what I said. Congratulations. Here we go.
Jenna's just been auto-moderated for saying Keith is drier than a cream cracker sometimes.
Good. Good. We've good, as it should be, because we're very, very, we don't want anything vulgar on this show, and dry cream crackers is vulgar. Here we go.
How do, Gary?
Gary.
How are you?
I love Gary.
Very well, thank you.
Can you answer me a question, mate?
Yes.
Can you tell me why England keep playing players who are not scoring runs in the top order?
I have no idea.
Because the selectors must be watching a different match than other people are watching.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's where they're going wrong. They're watching the wrong match.
And why can't you be positive? Why can't you be positive about England cricket team and football team for what you said on the phone before you came on?
Well, I can't. If I said it on the phone before I came on, you wouldn't have heard it.
I did hear you. You wasn't positive. You said England going to lose on penalties. How do you know?
Well, I'm just going on the basis of history. That's how they go out of everything. The rubbish.
I've never watched a football game ever, and I could probably say that's what would happen.
You don't mean anything.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't.
Okay, it doesn't then. I'm probably wrong.
Let me just tell you. Just because you went on penalty last time doesn't mean it's going to happen again.
No, but when it's happened the last 10 times, there's a kind of clue.
Do you think the Denmark game should have been carried on today once that fella collapsed on the floor? Because I think it should have done.
Do you think the Denmark game should have carried on when that fella collapsed on the floor? Because I don't think it should have done. That's a great sentence. That's what I miss.
He avoided the thing of Alan saying, "Tell me what you think," by giving his opinion at the end of the question, where he's asking Alan what he thinks.
Can I just tell you that the England thing is a bit strange? It's happened 4 times in 40 years.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right. You're on this guy.
Do you want to phone Bitsy, Gafford?
Well, no. I'm just thinking. To be fair, it's happened 4 times in 40 years, but 4 in the last 12. I think 1990. So
all right, Stanford.
Stanford. Just getting it right. Nothing wrong with that.
Statford. This is today's show, Richard. Yes, we are listening to today's show, but we're about 55 minutes behind. Okay, here we go. Let's. Catherine, you said Stafford first, so shame on you.
Oh, I'm not sure. What would that achieve if you abandoned the game? The game would still have to be played at some point. So
I know, but it shouldn't have been played at the same time the fella wasn't well on the floor.
Well, it wasn't. Now, it wasn't played the same time the fella wasn't well on the floor. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I don't think they just kicked the ball around him, did they?
No, they stopped the game. All the Danish players actually surrounded him to stop the cameras from viewing anything.
Okay.
And the game was abandoned about 8 or 9 minutes later.
Okay.
And it restarted about an hour and a half later than that.
So just to clarify, they didn't kick the ball around him.
No,
Gary's wrong.
Gary's got it wrong. Okay, here we go.
Well, they didn't play it with him on the floor and sort of work round.
There we go.
They played after he'd gone off, I'm sure. I didn't see it, but I'm sure they didn't play while he was lying on the floor.
Just coned him off.
Shouldn't have played it.
They just carried on in front of the curtain.
Would they have carried on playing that game if the foul would have died?
Well, if they knew he'd died, probably not. But they knew he hadn't died.
You tell me this.
You keep telling me what to tell you.
Do them footballers crafts? Is it because they're unfit or is it their health condition?
Oh, flipping egg! Wow. So did the fella? We suspect it's heart attack. We don't know for sure, but was it because he was unfit? Is that fine? Is that? Let's find out.
I have no way of knowing that.
Because I think it's the health condition. Because if you didn't have the health condition, you wouldn't be falling over.
That's not true.
Also, you wouldn't be that fit if you were poorly, generally. But fit people have heart problems as well. In fact, there was a report out today, not related to this in any way, shape or form. There's a report out today that strenuous exercise can actually make you more susceptible to certain conditions.
Oh. Well, I'm all right.
Can you put stress on your heart, can it?
Huh?
Well, I'm sure it must put a strain on your heart as you have it, but it causes other problems as well, or it can cause other problems as well to a very tiny minority of people. Well, one of the things it can do, it can enhance your susceptibility to motor neuron disease.
Are you watching the football tomorrow?
No.
How come you was on about the football team then if you're not watching you couldn't?
The thing is that he was derogatory about the football team. Wouldn't it be slightly controversial if he then watched it?
Yeah. In the chat, Basta Felt says there was. By the way, Catherine, did you hear the thing? I don't know if you were in the room when we were reading Jonathan's new comment. Anyway, Basta Felt said there was a rumour at my high school that our English teacher was Ian's stepsister. I think it was. Also, I'm new to the stream. Hello. Okay, well, that's only the second creepiest thing I've had said about me tonight, so thank you.
Well, you can laugh at something without watching it.
Did you watch the cricket on telly?
No.
Oh, Mr. New, I've deleted the new comment. Catherine missed it. But basically, I wonder if I can filter ones that I've deleted.
He called your eldest a libertarian.
He called my eldest a libertarian. He says he forgives me. Says he went to prison not for racism but for religious something, which is he's entitled to do. He calls him. He said, "I'm sorry you lost your job because of the Blitzer." He calls himself the Blitzer.
He said if he was a racist or a fascist, he would proudly say so, but he isn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was creepy. He is sunk to a new level of insanity. I've blocked him and deleted it. So
you did think you were okay though, Ian, as well.
He forgives me.
He chucked in something like, "You have no idea how much your comments have hurt me."
Oh yeah. That's
you're a great broadcaster.
Edgeford.
You're a great broadcaster.
Very, very weird. I mean, he's gone to new levels of nuts. So okay. Anyway.
Cricket too. How come you mention England cricket then?
I read the score.
Yeah.
Huh?
In the paper or on CFAX?
What?
Where did you read the score? Was it in the paper or on CFAX? It's
CFAX. The game was only today, so it won't be in the paper till tomorrow.
Does CFAX still exist?
No.
No.
Well, no, there's the red button on the BBC.
Right. And what does
That's
that
not CFAX.
No, but it looks very much like it used to.
Maybe it was the voice of CFAX.
Well, CFAX didn't have a voice, did it? Did you say he was the voice of CFAX?
No, I was just trying to make a little joke.
Okay. Next time, please, I've said this to all of you before, I'll say it again. If any of you are going to make a little joke, please warn us in advance. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go.
Neither.
I've been watching it live, all 2 test matches, and watching the tomorrow's play too.
Right.
So you're watching tomorrow's match as well.
Does he want a medal?
I've got Sky at my house so I can watch the football when it starts and then all the sports.
Well, people can only watch it when it starts, whether you've got Sky or not.
I know.
Even if you're there, you can only watch it when it starts.
What they mean by the +1 channels, it shows you the future.
Right, yeah.
You have to be sarcastic, mate.
Oh, he has a go. No need to be sarcastic, mate.
Can watch the football when it starts and then all the sports.
Well, people can only watch it when it starts, whether you've got Sky or not.
I know.
Even if you're there, you can only watch it when it starts.
Alan.
What?
You don't have to be sarcastic, mate.
No, I don't. But I like it, so I do. Good night. I'll do Philip.
Delicious.
Oh, there's Philip.
Hello, Philip. Must be the prince. Nathan's new. I'll do...
Joke about the Queen's dead consort. Wow.
Surely too soon. Surely too soon.
That's he doesn't give a shit now. Every show that he does now is like he knows he's only got a week left, and he just does not care. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Where are we?
Nathan.
Yes, it is. Hi.
Yes, it is. Hi.
Hi.
Here's the thing I would always hate. Like, I don't know why, isn't it? Really confident call. Yes, it is. Hi. Really confident callers would instantly get me going. Oh, right. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of trouble here. And I would instantly be slightly dismissive of them.
So can you hear me well? Sorry.
Yes.
And foreigners as well.
Great. Sorry, what was the question?
Can I distance myself
I
from that?
haven't got a question.
By the way, this is a great thing. Listen to this, guy. This is great.
Must be the prince. Nathan's new. I'll do Nathan.
Yes, it is. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
So can you hear me well? Sorry.
Yes.
Great. Sorry, what was the question?
Sorry, what was the question? Huh? What?
I haven't got a question.
Right, okay. Sorry.
Bye.
So, yeah, I was just listening to this conversation about football, and I didn't want to cut the speech. And well, I want to appreciate for the opportunity, first of all, because I'm talking to someone for a very long time. That's highly appreciated.
Okay. I mean, we can't take the piss because obviously I make up that English is not his first language, but we can't take the piss verbally, but in our heads we can, right? That's okay, isn't it?
I mean, that's thought police stuff.
Perfectly fine by me.
Yeah, fine by Gatford, who's a Christian.
Yep.
I don't know if you have any other friends. Pete, go on.
So as long as you don't speak, it's fine.
Okay. But Gatford, please be quiet, but Pete is trying to speak, and it's the second time you've spoken over him.
It's certainly legal to have those thoughts.
Acceptable?
I mean, who's to police thought?
Okay. I'm going to just go through you one at a time, and I just want a yes or no. Are you laughing at the way he speaks? Alistair?
I thought we'd put it on. Yes.
Dave?
No.
Honestly, Dave?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay. Gatford?
Yes.
Me? Yes. Jim?
I was laughing at the irony of him saying what was the question when he just said.
That's
Can you hear me? Okay.
That's you laughing at him speaking. So that's 4. Julie.
Yes.
5. Katifer.
Yes.
Yeah. Pete.
Well, hang on. Because I laughed at him saying what was the question, but I didn't laugh at the way he was speaking.
Did you not laugh
at that boat as well?
Did you not laugh at the bit where he said, "I'm talking for a long time, so thank you for that"?
No.
No.
All right, we have to go through it again. Right. So the question now is, did you laugh in your head at him saying, "I'm talking for a long time, so thank you for that"? Alistair.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
No.
Gatford.
Yes.
Me, yes. Jimbo.
No.
Julie.
No.
Katifer.
No.
Pete.
No.
You absolute. Now you've made me, Alistair and Gatford, into racists.
No.
How does that make you feel?
I think you've done that to yourselves.
No, I haven't. You have. If you'd have all said yes, apart from Dave, then it would have been Dave that was the racist. But you've made me, my good friend Raceford, and Alistair, we're now racists.
We're in the same gang as Jonathan now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, he's not a racist.
No, let's get back. Let's get back to the man with the funny voice. Here we go.
Especially you have an audience, people like me. Well, this is not accidental. This is not my first time listening to your.
I'll just let you know I'm not laughing at this bit. Okay.
Put this down to nerves.
Yeah. Down to nerves.
Not even
down
in your
to.
head.
Okay. It's all gone a bit blitzer. Yes, it has.
Program.
How long until he says, "But what do you want to say?" It's taken a long time to get there.
No, I felt like this is the opportunity. Maybe I could talk to someone. And when I was asked before I joined the live interview, I'm calling it interview. Apology for the English, because English is my third language.
It's his third language!
Can I change my yes to a no? Based on that.
I don't know. Were you laughing at interview?
Okay.
No.
Who was laughing? Like, Pete, were you laughing at interview?
No, but I feel like you probably were.
I wasn't actually.
Oh.
Because I'm bored of this man, and I don't know if racists get bored of their hatred. Third language means we can laugh even more.
Who said that?
Me.
Wow.
SCTMCG. You need some vowels in there, but you've just heard the podcast interview. It was a good interview. Gatford just said third language means we can laugh even more. Okay, that seems a little bit strong.
Oh, I didn't know. Whoa.
Let's go. We've got to carry on with the show, Gatford. We're running out of time, please, mate. Here we go.
I'm originally from Iran, and I might have some sometimes we don't speak to the point, so I apologize for that.
Okay, let's get to the point.
So what do you want to say, Nathan?
So it's a hard one. It's completely unrelated to the news I was hearing at the opening of your program. Like
that's okay. We don't have a subject. You can talk about anything. So
what's going on?
So anyway,
Jesus! Now I'm not laughing. Now I would cut him off now.
Oh. How many more subs do we need?
We need to make the show go until 1 o'clock. We need 9 more subs in the next 34 minutes. I just don't think we're going to do it, guys. I just don't think we're going to do it.
Well, matter. It's a personal message. I would like to say. I would call it message. I would call it message. I'm from Iran. I have no religion but love and humanity.
No religion but love. Okay, that's okay.
I was a charity worker. I worked for the world's largest human rights organization in the world. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a producer. I was graduating graphic design in Iran. I had another degree here in Manchester, Salford University, about 4 years ago.
Okay.
I have so many experience, awards winner, honorable awards from different organizations around the globe. But I find it very hard to find a job.
Here we go. I hope everyone that said yes, Alistair, Gatford, Jim,
it to a no.
Julie, Kate, Pete, and Dave. I hope all of you I hope you sleep really badly tonight.
And over the 15 years worked and lived in Manchester, I was doing
SCTMG. You want Twitch subs or you want Patreon? Patreon, please. Patreon. If you can, that's great. Thank you.
The most difficult job you could call it. They won't even bother to put your name on the list for pension or, other things. It's just cash in hand, very, very low.
What did Rulsalt say, Pete, that got him timed out?
He said, I've been watching. Everyone said yes, apart from Ian.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that's Richard. Now, Richard is now realising what it's like to be Lawrence Fox, speaking the truth, but the mainstream media, the left-wing media, silencing him.
Yeah.
Is he also going to sing then?
Years you leave here, especially if you're from somewhere.
Ironically, now he's crying. I would like to change my answer to yes.
I am thinking I'm going to skip forward in a bit.
It is very interesting. There are so many organizations that do amazing jobs, like charities and helping people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to job, it's something. It's people.
What jobs have you been applying for, Nathan?
I've been applying for anything from customer service to sales to production, TV production, advertising agencies. God, anything like jobs comes available, local.
Okay.
I would say anything related to media. Because I have journalistic background from Iran.
That's very broad when you say anything related to media. I mean, there are lots of people working in...
He wants to get a Patreon.
This guy is me, isn't it? He's reflecting my journey, my life. It's this guy, and I think we should all skip forward.
He actually worked with Vim Bamdalam on the on the foreign 11 o'clock show.
Oh, because they both have foreign voices. Is that what you're saying?
I heard he worked on The Big Breakfast, Pete.
There we go. Thank you.
In this industry, certainly in the BBC.
Okay, let's skip forward a little bit. So
customers may have difficulty in buying from you, not because they don't like you, but because they can't understand you sometimes. I mean, sales is a very fast business. Marketing is a very fast business.
Very fast.
That is a very fair thing to say, yes. You are absolutely right, yes.
And so you need perhaps to...
Oh, I want a funny. I want a funny person.
Or film production.
I have a bag ready with all the stuff.
I
applied for the job in BBC, Persian as well, and even kids program, because I had some experience in kids program. Anyway, 2 times it was something very related to what I was able to do, especially for Persian BBC. I could see. Yeah, sorry.
Hope.
And like for other jobs.
Right, I don't mean this in an offensive way, but what did you expect when you came to Britain? Did you expect that there would be people who'd say, well, yes, he's difficult to understand, but let's give him a job anyway?
Oh, now it's getting spicy.
Oh.
Now it's getting a little bit spicy.
Alan's immigration.
Yes.
How's Alan's Farsi? How is his Farsi?
I could make a joke about pharmacy, but I won't. But just let you know, it crossed my mind. Probably not great.
No, I was expecting.
That's the difficulty, isn't it? If I applied for a job in Iran and I was living in Iran and my name is Alan, my chances of getting it are probably quite slim.
It is not. It is very thick, actually.
Yeah.
So
there's a joke I want to make there, but
don't make any no jokes, guys. No jokes. This is a joke-free zone.
Modern society, believing that Western societies are modern, so they know if it's an English person, just by speaking English, he can write or edit English books or anything. So you get a job easily, especially if you're like an educated person.
Okay. All right. Dude. Best of luck.
For a very short period.
Good luck. You're welcome.
Have this freedom,
Okay.
But there's anything practical. How do Anne?
Here we go. We're back.
Oh, a pleasure to talk to you, Alan. I've missed me talking to you, love.
I'm saying yes.
I phoned up, Alan, about the people who's in their home in these high-rise flats where everything's happening going wrong. You know what I mean?
Huh?
I wish I had loads of money so I could find them somewhere. I'd be one of them out. Because his family's being thrown out with children. You know what I mean? It's a damn shame it is. It's heartbreaking.
Right. Well, I'm not aware of people being thrown out.
Money, Alan, so I could help them out, and I would as well. Don't worry. But I won't want anybody knowing I've done it. I'd just go and do it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a strange thing. I wish... So this is a completely fantasy scenario. People that are being chucked out of high-rise flats, she wishes she had the money so that she could go and help them, but she wouldn't want anyone to know that it was her that was doing it.
But now, if she got the money, she can't do it because we'd know.
Don't tell Jenna. Well, it might not be her. It might be me because... Don't tell Jenna, but that's what I'm planning to do if I win the Euro Millions. I've got
okay, but we don't know. Maybe you've won the money, and you're like double bluffing us. Maybe you're already doing this, but you don't want. But imagine phoning up saying, "You know this thing that may or may not be happening. If I could, I would fix it." But then going into the extra detail of, but I wouldn't want anyone to know.
No, that's right. I'd want as much credit as possible, Ian.
With Alistair, I totally would. I saved a guy's life on the radio, right? I saved his life. At least 3 people are alive because of me. I want people to know that stuff. I'm with you, Alistair. Yes.
If there is a Robin Hood figure going around Lancashire rehoming people, we know who it is.
It's Anne.
It's Anne.
Oh, Matty
says, if I won the Euro Millions, I would spend it on myself. Good for you, Matty. That's exactly the right attitude. Respect.
I think Anne's just been watching too much Secret Millionaire.
Can I just pick up Matty up on that as well, Ian? Would you not want him to go to the £150 Patreon tier if he...
we don't know that he's not.
You don't know
that
who's
is true.
In that tier. You do not know who is in that tier. You do not know who is in that tier. Right, okay. Oh, by the way, everyone, go on. I mean, there is new merch. There's new merch coming, and there is new merch that is available. Let me just get the link. We've got half a dozen postcards that are being sent out. We have got, you can book cameo videos there, and there will be more. Probably will go on sale maybe tomorrow evening. There will be more. Cassettes, bootleg cassettes coming soon. They're just a bugger to make, so I have to do it in real time, and then a couple of the cassettes have turned out to be a little bit shonky. So,
does your merch command need updating then?
Oh yeah, God, it does. What is that? Oh yeah, it does. It does need updating. I will update that, and we'll update that one day. I just do not know when. I will update that. Yes, it does. Thank you very much indeed.
Does it though?
Sorry.
Does it though? Because it brings you to an. Okay, no.
No, you're right. That takes you to the clothing, which is a different site. Now, the clothing is on a different site, but Matty had fixed it. So the clothing was also on the site that I have just pointed people to. But then for some reason that stopped working, and we don't know why. We don't know why. It's one of the mysteries of the internet. Yes, okay. So there you go. Okay, right. This is like.
Did you see what Black Country bloke said?
What was that?
Why are people being thrown out of flats? From what floor?
Oh man, But she is going to stop. She's going to get enough money to put mattresses and big piles of cardboard boxes like they use in the movies. Okay.
It's nice to do nice things for people. But it's a shame.
Matty says he tried yesterday and it's broken. Can we do anything? It's broken? This is crazy.
Maybe just breaks your heart to see what's happening. You know what I mean?
So, if there's anything we can do, Matty, if there's anything I can do, Matty, I'm also trying to get, this is boring, I'm trying to get ianlee.com to redirect to Ian and Catherine, and it won't. And I've changed it at source, and it's boring. I'm like, all right, I'm boring, I get it. I do.
It's just a shame, it is. There's so many bad things happening in the world today, isn't there?
There are millions of bad things happening all over the place.
I know, Dad. It was a pleasure to talk to you, Alan.
Well, that's that sorted, everybody.
Have a good night, love.
That's that sorted.
What's happening to these high-rise people? I've never understood what's happening.
Who's getting... I mean, obviously there was... Oh, by the way, hang on a second. Thank you, Scott. We need 8 more subs to Patreon of $4.99 or above in the next 12 minutes, and the show goes on till 1 o'clock. We need 8 more. It's a lot to ask, but thank you, Scott, for summing up. We may hit 600 tonight, which in itself would be an achievement. I don't know, Alistair. We don't know what's going on, but let's see.
0800 218 2255. If you want to join us, you can.
We might be getting a song.
You just dial that number, talk to Abby, who will then write down your name. Doesn't even have to be real. Well, you need to tell Abby your real name, but don't have to tell me.
I don't get that bit. You don't have to tell the producer your real name. I know you do have to tell them your real name, but you don't have to tell me. Well, how would the producer know it's your real name or not?
Ian?
Yes?
Sorry. I just Googled Manchester high-rise flats, and apparently, according to the Manchester Evening News, they're planning to build 1,200 of them in the next year. Homes.
Eamon Holmes is planning it, did you say, sorry?
Yeah, Eamon Holmes is planning on building sort of almost 1,300. It's going up as I go down the article.
Hey, what happened?
He got kicked off of this morning, didn't he? So he's got time.
What happened with Eamon Holmes and his tax?
He faked a back injury to get out of it.
Well, it turns out he was actually using all the money he got from not paying tax to build flats.
Because he told me, I had a conversation with him about it once at Talk Radio, and he was shitting himself. Yeah, he was shitting himself. And rightfully so, because he wasn't breaking any law. I mean, everybody in the industry, it's worked that way for years. But anyway, I don't want to get myself in trouble. So here we go.
Can I just say,
your real name on
yes?
the radio.
As a point of order, you absolutely do not have to give your real name to the producer.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ford.
Oh, Peter.
If you don't want, you just had Nathan, who wasn't called Nathan.
Flatwood.
Wasn't called. He's just outed Nathan as being a fake Nathan.
I don't know if that's a little bit dodgy as well, because maybe Nathan is using Nathan because that's an easier name for Alan to get to grips with. Because now I have people I work with who do that.
Yeah,
because it's easier.
Yeah. We had lots.
Well, he's just assuming it's not his real name because he said English was his third language.
Yeah.
English
is my third language.
Is it bad,
excuse me, I'm doing a song.
Sorry.
English is my third language. Farsi is number 2. But the language that is number 1 is what I'm speaking to you. It's the language of love. It's the language of love. It's the language of love. And I'm writing a dictionary for you. That's actually not bad.
That was a good line at the end.
That's another
when you were making it.
That's actually not bad. I should have hesitated on dictionary. Thought of that as I got to the second syllable, but it doesn't matter. That's a nice. That's anyway.
You can talk
Based
about
on that
anything
Manchester
now.
news, we have a new nickname. We have Flatford.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely.
We will pass your details to talent.
Is it wrong?
Yes, sir. Pete.
Is it wrong that I get a bit annoyed whenever, like, I contact Amazon support or something?
Yes.
and a guy with a very thick Indian accent says, "Hello, my name's Stephen." I get a bit annoyed because I feel like I'm being lied to. Because
it's not wrong that you get annoyed, because that's a feeling. We can't control our feelings, but it does make you an awful, awful human being.
Yeah, and a racist, Peter.
Yeah, racist Peter.
Well, you were one of the yeses, Alistair. So.
No, it does. I know that in when I very briefly, many years ago, 21 years ago, I went to China for a few days, and it was an interesting but slightly tense experience. And all of the waiting staff, they were all women, I seem to remember, and they were all called like Peggy and Mary and Alice, and they were quite old-fashioned, quite old-fashioned names. Doris, there's a few Dorises, and apparently there was an agency or something where you go. There's a place, maybe it's a governmental department, I don't know, where you go and you get your Western name for working in hospitality.
There was quite a Chinese community in Lewisham, and they would all choose Western names when they came over.
Yeah, we used to have sixth form pupils at our school that were from Hong Kong, and they'd all choose a Western name. They were all called Flora and Candice and
Candice.
Yeah, Brian.
Hang on, did you say Candice?
Yeah, not Candice.
Candice.
That's what they'd chosen because they thought it was a Western sounding name.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference, isn't it, Jim? If they've chosen it, it's kind of okay. Like the point where I would start to feel a bit is if Amazon are saying you have to use a Western name.
Which I kind of assume that they do.
Yeah, if it's everybody, then probably.
Someone raised a good point saying, what if the caller is in witness protection and therefore needs to use a fake name? Is that okay? So maybe Nathan is on the run.
Well, that's.
Well, people in witness protection have a fake name anyway.
Is Britain big enough to have witness protection? Do we have it in this country?
If we do, I would argue that people in witness protection probably shouldn't be phoning up Alan Bezic.
Yeah, but then that's what you think they wouldn't do, so they
just shouldn't do it. It should be in the rules.
Here we go. Sofa Bum says, my brother's wife is Korean and she took Natty. They have to be 2 syllables, apparently. What? What do you mean? What? Is this just for Koreans? Is this just for women? Where have you got this? They have to be 2 syllables, apparently, from? Who dictates this?
So who is Natty and where did she take her?
Okay, let's get a bit more of this. I mean, I think we might be going to a song here, so let's see.
Who's producing? He will then ring you and put you through to the studio, which is controlled by Anthony, who'll put you through to me, and we'll have a conversation about anything you wish to talk about. I know, even football, we've done that. Cricket, we've done that.
Oh man, listening to Bezic, I missed radio. Anyway, let me just shut up.
That. We've not talked about country music, but that's another thing that's crap, as will now be evidence. I beg pardon.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I'm sure Trevor will be along in a minute, and then any of your missing radio can.
Yeah, we do reckon it's going to be next. But you reckon boring Trevor?
He's got to be in there, I think. Yeah.
Fingers crossed for Tracy.
Which one's Tracy? Oh, Yo.
Yo.
Here's an interesting thing. Now I've got to say I've forgotten her name. The Liverpool woman.
Margaret.
No, the one who's a bit agitated and gets a little bit aggressive sometimes. She popped up. She spoke recently about her brother being murdered, and in one of the really early Alan Bezics that we were analysing in the soon-to-be continued series Alan Bezic Analysis, she was on there, so 40 years ago, talking about how her brother had recently been murdered. And it just thought it was really interesting. This poor woman's, obviously been through some horrific stuff. And she was talking recently about her partner who used to beat her up. But I just thought the connection was interesting. I've been hearing her for quite a while, and then going back 40 years, and you kind of it's like a prequel. You know.
Is she the one who told that story and then went into a load of jokes?
No, that was someone talking about her son. What the son?
Oh, was that? But it was a similar thing, wasn't it? Like talking about bereavement, and then I'm going to round off with a load of jokes. It was a bit weird.
Well, humour makes you happy.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
218 22.
Lindsay, that's it, Lindsay.
That last bit before. It's weird. I'll do Elizabeth.
Good evening. I just wanted to
say
that.
She sounds like trouble. I'm calling it now. She sounds like trouble.
Felt so very sad, deeply sad for that gentleman, Nathan, that phoned before. I really do sympathise.
God, what scumbag? Get her off.
Yeah. There we go.
There's
the one he's looking for, John.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I think lots of people in that situation. Sorry?
It's very difficult, isn't it? I mean, when people apply for jobs, there are so many applications. Every job, at least 10 applications.
More like 1,000.
More like 1,000. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
it's more like 1,000. You say 10. I say it's more like about 100.
Well, it depends on the job, but yes, I mean, but if they're looking for television producers for a specific service, then the number of applications will be small. If you say, for example, you've got to be able to speak Farsi or Welsh or German or what have you, then that narrows it down somewhat. So
I thought he had a very clear, good accent, actually. I thought his command of English was very good.
Okay, she doesn't know the difference between accent and vocabulary, so that's not great.
I did also. I had no trouble understanding him.
Yeah. There are lots of English people I don't understand as much.
Tell me about it.
But, really, I thought his English was fine, and I just want to say to him and anybody in his situation, because he phoned up especially to him, that I know he doesn't believe in God, but there is a God.
Here we go! I knew it! I knew! I told you guys.
Hold on a minute.
I told you there was something about her. She was going to be trouble. She's holy trouble. Now, listen. I don't have a problem with talking about God. I think, Gatford, we've had some really interesting conversations about it. But the fact, first, she's kind of blaming it on him and saying he needs to hand it over to the big guy.
Let her finish.
Gatford, sorry.
Let her finish.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's have a listen.
If we call out to him, he loves him, and God and Jesus love him immensely, and it doesn't matter where he's from, and all he has to do is call out to him, and he will help him, believe me.
See, I find that I find that a little aggressive, right? I like it, Gatford, you've said it, and I've had other people saying, if you don't mind, I'll do a little prayer for you tonight. I love that. It was, I think Jimbo prayed for me once, and it was nice. And I believe in a higher power and all of that, but I find what she's doing there a little bit too much. Especially as he's not there to go, nah, thanks. Or, yeah, okay. That's something.
Am I saying that stuff's happening to him because he hasn't been asking for help from God and Jesus? It's kind of how I'm feeling it.
Perhaps maybe it's his kind of fault. And I'm aware, Gatford, that as far as I know, you are the only Christian amongst us. I'm making a big assumption there. There might be others. So I'm treading delicately. 10 years ago, I would have been much more forthright. As I get older and as I get a little bit wiser and a little bit more spiritual, I'm more open and more appreciative of other people's opinions and things like that. But Gary, what do you think?
Well, I see your point, normally callers like this, as you say, there's that kind of like, oh, well, all you've got to do is this. But she did say God and Jesus love you.
Yeah.
You know, she is trying to put a positive spin on it. She's not saying you need to do this, you need to do that. She's saying God and Jesus love you.
Okay.
Radio station to say it though.
Bit arrogant to speak for God and Jesus like that, though.
I mean, what I think.
Well, they can't call it.
You know,
they can, but they've got to give a different name.
Yeah, got to use a fake name.
Go on, Alistair.
No, I was just thinking that it's the tone and the way she said it. It's like you have to believe in Jesus or God to be saved, which that's what irritates me. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, and maybe I'm biased, but that's what I get from it. I know that, you know, that's my thought anyway.
Okay, let's carry on. Let's see where we get to.
People's lives have been turned around, and there's always a hope. One of my favourite scriptures is, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope in the future." And there's always hope. So there's always...
Well, there's always hope, but hope doesn't provide any practicality to it, does it, really?
Well, I do believe personally in the power of prayer, and that when we pray, you will be amazed what doors God can open, really. I know you say that you don't believe, but
I have trouble with the concept. You see, I'm told to believe that God is all-seeing, and yet he doesn't intervene until you've begged him. I think that's horrible.
Well, we don't have to beg. He's not like that.
Well, you have to pray.
Well, God gives us free will.
You know, when those soldiers arrived at the concentration camps, they didn't think, if they ask us to help, we will, but otherwise they can just starve. They just got on with it, but God doesn't.
God, a lot of the time, actually does help without being...
A lot of the time he does, but then he's omnipotent, so he's got infinity in which to operate, so time isn't an issue for him, or her. So he or she doesn't intervene until begged by a prayer.
It's not begging. Do you not think that if God took control, which he can, of every single little thing that happened in your life and everyone's life?
Well, you tell me. I'm told by the great believers that he does.
He gives us free will. So we have a choice to choose to follow God and to ask for help. So if he intervened in our life, then people...
I mean, she did phone in to say she felt sorry for the Iranian guy. It feels like we've gone off on a bit of a tangent. Partly due to Alan, but, you know, it does feel like we've gone off a little bit of a tangent.
People would blame God for interfering in their life. If God thought, well, that's not a good idea, I have a better one, then people would attack God because they want to go their own way.
So so get this straight, because I'm going on your theory of God rather than the reality, because there isn't one. So, are you saying that if I'm in dire straits and I pray to God, he, that's the pronoun you used, he would intervene?
Can we just stop for a second to imagine?
Yes, we can. Go on.
Dire straits?
Say that again.
Can we just stop for a second to imagine Alan Bezic in dire straits?
Is he replacing...
What, he's a brother in arms?
Yeah.
Nice. Although that was the 80s.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, by the way, Battle of the Bands is coming up soon, once I work out what that actually means. But anyway, yes. Oh.
God hears those prayers.
Well, yeah, no, I really don't care. I mean, I hear people's prayers. I never intervene. So hearing doesn't cut it for me. Oh, yeah, I've heard you. Yes, I know you're starving. I know your leg's falling off and you're bleeding. I've heard you. It's all right. I've heard you. Smart. Thumbs up. Will you intervene or not?
Humans as well to help other people. other people should be helping other people.
Let's try the question again. If I'm in dire need and I pray, will he help?
Yes.
Excellent. So there you are. If you're listening, Nathan, have a prayer. I'll have a job tomorrow. How do Shafiq?
Yes! Now we got a good call. I understand Shafiq. I understand what he's saying. I think once you get into the rhythm of him, it's quite understandable. Does anyone else find that, or do you struggle with him?
He says a lot of the same things in most of his calls. So you're always listening for Kofi Annan and the United Nations and all that.
There's something that happened in 1996, because he talks about that year a lot. Yeah. And
I start off okay with Shafiq, but when he starts to get emotional, I can't understand him.
When he cries?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, there was one call when Daryl Morris was hosting where he said that he thinks Salman Rushdie should be killed. And Daryl missed it, and I messaged him saying, that was a great call. You know, he said that he called for the murder of Salman Rushdie. He said, no, God, did he? I didn't hear that. I said, yeah. Anyway, here we go. This is it.
Good evening, Alan. How are you, my friend?
I'm awfully well, thank you.
God is bodiless, shapeless, the supreme being, God's sky. My topic is a
bodiless,
G7.
sightless, useless. What else?
Well, that's a bit harsh. That's a little bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
What have you got?
The supreme being, God's sky.
No, supreme's a kind of chicken. What else have you got?
G7. I like to talk about the G7.
I love it.
G7,
okay.
We believe it was successful, G7. And I'm talking about in our Great Britain, we are all the time great. That's why we are people say this is Great Britain. We are great. We are not poor. We are not uncivilized. We are civilized. We're proud of that. And then I'm talking about the Earth, G7 summit, climate change. Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is ending a time of this year because Jesus Christ present in this year. But we have to listening to the Christ and what he's saying. Christ saying, believe the religion book, not believe any Nobel or satanic verses like this.
He said satanic verses, didn't he? It sounded to me like satanic bastards.
That's what I heard.
It's satanic bastards. All right, let's have a listen again. We're going back 20 seconds. Get ready for. Is it bastards? Guys, can we get a poll up? Is it bastards or verses, please?
Ending a time of this year because Jesus Christ present in this year, but we have to listening to the Christ and what he's saying. Christ saying, believe the religion book, not believe any Nobel or satanic verses like this.
I think it was verses, but it sounds a lot like bastards.
Novel or satanic verses like this.
Yeah.
That's what I got. And all year come together. And look at this, our Great Britain is a monarchy, a supreme power, hand of monarch. I like to talk the world leaders, they please dissolve the all monarchy and monarch and just one left, one monarch in this world, one monarchy in this world. And international language is...
Can't say bastards in a poll. Okay. Tim's gone and Tim, let's welcome Tim into the chat. We're going to end in a little bit, guys. I realise we've been going on for bloody ages. Good evening, Tim.
Hello.
You're very quiet. Not very well.
Hi, Tim.
Volume, Timothy.
I mean, we know it's Tim. He's remaining anonymous.
Tim? Okay. We'll carry on playing while you boost.
English language. Already God knew that. What's happening present time, on future time, on past time, God knew that. So present...
What happened on present time, past time, and future time, God knew that. That's similar to the thing I was talking about time the other day, about when we see it in front of us and we see it behind us. But if you take a step back, you see all of it in one go. Me and Shafiq are on the same page.
Time?
But what is point time?
In time, God knew that already made the United Nations, already made the many kingdom. Now God want to one kingdom, one earth, one rule of law, one constitution. God want to that. And that message received, Jesus Christ received it, and King, Queen, Prime Minister, and even poor people, the witness, and Jesus Christ present, believe the religion book, Al-Quran, Holy Book Quran. Thank you.
I like it when he finishes. I like it when it's a nice, neat call and he finishes and Alan hasn't got to cut him off. I enjoy those. It makes me, I don't know why, I find it very satisfying.
Okay. 0800 218 2255. If you want to join us, that's good. I'll do Renee or Rini. I don't know which it is.
It's Renee, Alan. How are you?
Oh. Hello, Renee. What would you like to talk about?
I just want to say I've missed you during this week.
Well, I'm here now, so
yeah,
I guess
well,
that's
you are
some small comfort.
I'm not used to you being on a Saturday night, are we? Well, no one's used to being here on a Saturday night, are they?
Not
I got a question.
Yes, go.
Is he overplaying the whole "I'm not on weekdays anymore" because he wants listeners to feel bad for him?
No.
I get he seems to deal with every caller that talks about that in the same way, though.
It sounds to me like he just wanted them to move on. It's like, yes, I'm not on the weekdays.
He never likes talking about the process. He just wants to get the meat. He never likes to talk about the process, whether it's his private life or the show or any of that stuff. It's just like that's irrelevant. That's just what have you got? And I respect that. I don't think he's doing it to get sympathy or because he's embarrassed or any of that. It's just like, okay, well that's done. What do you want to say tonight?
I think I think he would also have been quite happy to go.
Yeah.
Like by the sounds of it, there was a bit of a to and fro about the BBC going, well, can you do 2 days?
Yeah,
that's the way he tells it, obviously.
There's a bit of martyrdom in what he says. Like, I'm here because that's what in my opinion. That's what I hear a little bit.
I don't hear it at all.
Okay, we have a difference of opinion.
How are you feeling about it all?
There we go. Well, we're going to find out. There we go.
The money seems okay.
You've had a lovely week, haven't you?
I've had a busy week.
Have you had a busy week? What have you been doing?
I have. Various things.
Come on, enlighten us all. Cutting your grass.
Well, if you shut up, I will.
Now that I love. That's a class move. You shut up.
I liked her saying cleaning your gutter as well. What a random suggestion.
Tim, are you here yet?
Does this work?
No, it's very clear, but it's very, very quiet. It sounds like you're on a 2 in terms of volume. I think if you go in your settings, you can turn your microphone up. I think.
Yes, you can.
Go to your little cog wheel. You do that. We'll carry on.
Go on, I will. Go on.
I drove to Surrey on Thursday. Went to go and see somebody in Surrey, and then drove back again. So that was a full day.
For a full day.
Yeah. Drove down, did what I had to do, drove back.
Nice. You know what?
If you like motorways, it was lovely.
Yeah, but we don't like motorways, do we, Alan?
Right, neither like nor dislike. They're just very useful.
They're very useful. So, how you find?
I think you find it's a damp squib, DJ. I don't know what a damp squid is, but it's a damp squib.
They're all damp,
and it's tenterhooks.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes? Hello? Right, I think Alistair's knocking one out. Right.
Oh, yeah. Because it was last weekend and this weekend. How are you finding this weekend?
They happen. They arrive after the.
Oh, unless you guys are deliberately doing wrong words, in which case I apologise for interrupting your game, because obviously it's Bibs and Bob, so I see that you're deliberately doing wrong words. I apologise.
Has this caller been allocated by the BBC to check that Alan's doing okay?
I think so.
Right.
She's not answering her calls outside of being on air, so she's had to do it on the show.
Was this on your training the other day, Dave?
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, that's
I love you to bits. I do. I listen to. I have listened to you all week, and now I can't comprehend listening to you at weekend. It just doesn't.
She can't comprehend it. It's beyond her comprehension of listening to him at weekends. Wow.
Sounds to me.
Changed all her calendars, so it says today's Thursday, just so that she can get her head around it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on Sundays, wasn't he? That's like half of the weekend.
Oh, I want to. By the way, I have to thank. Did that come through there? Jenny Shevlin. Thank you. Jenny Shevlin is. It's too late. The show is not going on until 1 o'clock. But Jenny Shevlin has signed up, and that means I don't want to say we're on 600 yet because my computer is not showing 600. It takes a while for it to filter through, but we could we could be, and there's loads of people on sub, which they seem to be doing all the flipping time. We could be on 600 subs. I just don't want to say it just yet because let me check. I bet someone's unsubbed right now. No one's unsubbed since Thursday evening. Okay, we could be close to 600. Anyway, onwards.
If they're doing wrong words, Tim's just won it.
They're doing it deliberately. Okay, all right.
Don't put anyone on a pedestal.
Okay, clever guys, very clever guys. Jenny Shevlin, that was you. Jenny Shevlin, that was you. Jenny, if you send me your phone number, I will phone you up right now, and I will sing you a song. I'm gonna whisper to you. I will phone you up right. If your number 600, I'm whispering to you, right? Whisper. I don't know how to whisper to you. Can you? Oh, you can't whisper to me.
I think you just click their name and then you got an option.
Yeah, but then it doesn't. I'm doing that, but then it doesn't pop up.
User actions.
Then what?
User actions, because you've got the mod options, haven't you?
Oh, I'm not in the mod. I'm in the mod thing. I need to go. Hang on. I need to go in here. I'm doing it the long way around. Jenny Shevlin. What's? Hang on. What's? I want to sing. I want to. Jen Juniper 93. I want to sing to you. You don't have to have it if you don't want. In fact, nearly everyone who said, right.
Quite a few other people are saying 600.
Do you want a song? Quite a few people have, when I've offered them a phone call, they've said, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it, thanks. No, I'm not that bothered. So, Jen, if you want a song, I will phone you up right now from my phone. Jenny, give me your phone number now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to phone you up on my phone. I'm going to do 141, so you haven't got my number. And I'm going to mute the microphones so that these pieces of trash can't get it. Only you get to hear the song, Jen. Only you get it. It's a private moment. Right, here we go. I'm going rogue, guys. You talk about what you want. I'm phoning Jen up to sing to her.
I mean, we are also.
They're also what?
I assume you were saying Patreons, but Gatford cut out for me as well.
Oh, sorry. Are we not also patrons? Will we also deserve songs?
Happy birthday.
We signed up too early.
It's Pete's birthday now.
Oh, it is his birthday.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Thank you.
Ian missed it as well.
How young are you?
37.
Well done, Pete.
Well done.
Thank you, Alistair. Thank you, guys.
It's
I'm
Zoo
just
and
trying
curry,
to think.
isn't it?
I couldn't actually think how old I was then to know whether you're older than or younger than me. I'm at that point. You're 6 months younger than me.
Oh, brilliant.
Right. Well, I'm the oldest. I'm 60 this year, so that means that's.
Oh, I'll turn my headphones off. I just did the best song ever, and only one person heard it.
Well, we sang happy birthday to Pete. So
who cares? It's not his. Oh, it's his birthday. Happy
It
birthday,
is his
Pete.
birthday.
Literally is.
I have to. Happy birthday, Pete. But listen once again. I have to say, Jen, you just got the best. That's the best song I've ever done. It was heartfelt. It was personal. It was clever. Had a great rhyme, and it had a great tune. And Jen, that is my gift. That's my gift to you, Pete. My gift to you. Oh, Pete, what you gonna do? Oh, Pete, I'm in love with you and I'm walking and we're talking. Wanna know what's going on when we're kissing and we're pissing. I gotta sing you a loving song. Oh, 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 Pete.
Next year, can I get a voucher next year, please?
I'm on a roll right now. Jen's song is the A side. Pete's kissing and pissing song is the B side. This is brilliant.
Two things that rhyme that you probably shouldn't do together.
Yeah,
that might be a phone in actually. Any other things that rhyme that you shouldn't do together?
Yeah, what a time! What a time to be alive. Catherine has just joined the chat. Catherine, I think we have, although it doesn't say it yet, I believe we have 600. And number 600, we believe, was Jen Juniper 93. I just called her up, and I privately, no one else heard it, sang a song to her. Pete's birthday today, and I sang a wonderful, wonderful song to Pete about kissing and about pissing.
You did sing a song, yeah.
Graham has just joined. You don't get a song, Graham, I'm afraid. That's not happening. That's not happening, buddy. But thank you. Poor Jennifer. I think she was terrified. I think she was terrified.
This is all a lesson in why you don't give people on the internet your phone number.
Poor woman. Like, yes.
It'll be in the sun. Yeah.
Would you like a song?
Oh, no.
Yes.
It'll be in the Sun tomorrow. Ian Lee demands strangers' phone number and sings at them.
And
you see the headline in the Sun, you know.
Just have to say, for legal reasons, shame you can't be on screen every night, Kathy. Shame you can't. For legal reasons, I did not sing to Jennifer about kissing and pissing. That was not that. The song was much more traditional in its approach to.
Was it about love in the afternoon?
No, it was about. It wasn't about sex, although I think it was implied, and it was in the evening. It was in the evening. It's sort of coming home. It wasn't specified, but I think I was probably coming home from work, and she was like cleaning and stuff, or just got the dinner ready. Something. It was that kind of.
Wow.
That kind of mood.
Misogynistic, right? Okay.
You could call it that, love, but you'd be wrong. I call it traditional. I call it romantic. And she just messaged. My husband was asleep in the next room, was trying not to wake him. She says laughing, but I think we know what she means. She means.
Ian, have you thought of putting these in the shop, monetising?
It's a great idea, Alistair. I think songs belong to the world. So.
Well, obviously, you didn't think that one that was just to Jennifer Juper.
Jennifer Juper. She was number 600, right? And 600 is special. 600, to quote Madonna, it justifies my love. So it still says 599. I know it does. So Jen, if it doesn't update shortly, it does take a while for it to filter through. If it doesn't update shortly, I will have to ask you for that song back, please. Just so
Just
you know.
sing it back at you.
Yeah.
To return it.
Like Moloko.
Yeah. Newman, why don't you? What she's saying is, I think you called her Katie or something. That's not her name. Kathy, Kathy, that's not her name. I hope that clears things up for you, Newman. You're getting a little bit.
Been a bit of a Belchies all night.
He's being a bit of a knob tonight, Newman. A little bit.
Say the word.
Let's just hold off a little bit. Okay. Hold off a little bit. Should we have a little bit?
Well, let's say Catherine's got it, though. She's on it.
Okay, yeah, okay. Did Tim...
0.
Sorry?
Rapper 74 says 599 but starts at 0. Don't talk shite.
I don't know what that means.
You've got to have Patreon number 1, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like years.
Yeah.
Tim, what's going on with you? Really? Tim, if you go into the settings thing, the little cogwheel, and then go down to voice and video, and then turn input volume up to maximum, and maybe you need to change the input device as I had to do, even though no one told me about that, then that should see you right, my friend.
It also helps if you restart Discord.
Oh, I've closed Discord. I've left Discord. Hang on. Tried all that. Well, then
It's back now.
We're back.
People are getting confused with the fact that your bar starts at 0 and don't understand how numbers work.
Oh, that bar. Oh, the bar. Oh, well, I mean, what can I help? Jesus, what can I do?
Really hope that's a gag and that's not real.
Okay, let's have a little bit more of this, and then it's Pete. What are you doing? Anything for your birthday, Pete?
Yeah, I'm going to the zoo.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a grown man. All this time, I didn't realise you were 9.
Nothing wrong with going to the zoo.
Well,
don't you zoo shame him.
Zoos.
What else am I meant to be doing for my birthday?
Masturbating furiously. That's what I did.
That would have been the perfect opportunity for the big bottle of drugs and no lid commenting.
I do not have access to that. I have to swipe up. I have to then go there. I don't have to go.
I was strung out on heroin.
That's a long way away. Can we have Tim is gone. Okay, good. Right, a little bit more of this, and then I'd like to go to bed, please.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. The time will come when I won't even be here.
I can't.
Catherine says, Ian, I was there for most of your birthday. I know.
Can't make sense out of this Saturday and Sunday. I bet
Well, I've been doing it for 40 years and haven't found a way of making it make sense yet.
All of you are probably making sense now. That Saturday and Sundays now don't make sense because Alan's on the radio on a Saturday and Sunday. And
I think she's pissed. Hang on a second. Trapper 74. Let me just have a look at some stats. Oh, I've been following a while. Okay, all right. You get to stay.
Also, basic computer programming.
Yeah.
Not really an excuse for that.
Also, his sentence doesn't make sense. Basic computer programming. Some really things start at 0. Some things start at 1. No confusion. Well, there is confusion because that sentence doesn't make sense, Trapper 74. So you think you're being clever, and actually you're being a bellend. Good evening, Baba Che, Baba Chi, Baba Shay. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the raid. We're coming to the end of the show, guys, but we're going to do this call and one more call. So let's go.
normally he's on all week, isn't he?
Well, we'll get used, or we won't.
We're missing you all week now, Alan.
Well, hard luck.
Hard luck. Hard luck.
Have a good night, Renee. I'll do Lynn.
This is the last call that we're going to listen to before Barely Buys, okay? We got because we got to get up early to go to the zoo. So
genuinely do.
How about you?
People know that we're all going to be there.
I love that song. Daddy's taking us.
Marwell Zoo, come and find me.
All right, I'm going to come find you. We're going to buy you a 99. Buy you a 99.
It was meant to be a surprise, Pete.
The first one was number 0. Okay, do you know what, Trapper 74? Here's a number for you. It's 600. The 600 seconds that you won't be able to bang on with your inane, unfunny joke. Here we go.
Hello, Lynn. I'll do Fran.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
It's going to be a boring old woman. Sorry to end on this.
Oh. Do I have to take my earphones off?
Oh, might be a drunk middle-aged woman, which could be fun.
Be a live one.
Right. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm very well, thank you.
And what would you like to talk about, Fran?
Ladies and gentlemen, stop the clock! I've got some very, very exciting news. We got 601 patrons, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Jen, that song is yours. You get to keep that song. I hope it lives in your heart forever. Thank you, Jen, and thank you. Who else? Someone just signed up after Jen as well. Graham, thank you, guys. We broke the 600. That's magic, absolutely magic. Right, let's get on with this call. Here we go.
Perhaps the earphones were how you were hearing me.
Sorry. Yes, you were talking about drummers that sing.
Glad you enjoyed the song, Jen. Oh, drummers that sing. That was about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I think we were about a fortnight ago, but yes.
Yes. Well, I've been watching Live Aid.
Now that's a surprise, right?
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. Is Live Aid? Has it been on BBC 4 or anything tonight?
Might have been on like Sky Arts or something.
No, there's a video of it. There's a DVD of it.
Yeah, it got taped, didn't it? They filmed it.
Mm.
Okay.
On YouTube, Roger Taylor plays the drums and sings at the same time.
Indeed, he's about to go on tour on his own. Would you believe?
Yeah, I know. Cost a fortune to go and see him though.
Well.
I've forgotten what else I have to say.
Okay.
That's all right, don't worry.
Yes.
Why did our viewers just suddenly went up to 681? And I have absolutely no idea why, but there we go.
Oh, love you, Helen.
On the homepage.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, well. Oh.
Like the other lady says, we all love you. It's brilliant.
I understand Shafiq more than I'm understanding her now.
But you do play havoc with my sleep. Because you're on till 1 o'clock, and then I can't get to sleep.
Well,
we can have one more call. We can't end on this.
There's nothing I can do. You could turn it off earlier, but that's not the way forward for you.
I have to listen to you all the way.
Right. Well, try and get to sleep during this. It's Peter Frampton and Show Me the Way. 0800 218 2255 to join us. We're here till 1, and the football must be over by now. Dear God. Anyway, here's Frampton.
Let's have one more call.
That might be why your viewers jumped up if the football's finished.
Could be. Okay.
Although they probably.
Well, we're behind though, aren't we?
I know.
What are we going to do? What do you reckon? Trevor? Boring Trevor? Any bets on who the next caller is? And it will be the last caller before we go to bed. I'll tell you exactly where we are in Beswick if you want to pick up on the BBC sounds yourself after we go. I'm going for Trevor.
Go for Trevor.
Yeah, okay.
Double five.
I think it might be Gatford. Phoned up whilst we were on here.
Oh, could be.
Good. Diana, Princess of Wales.
Oh.
I know.
What? How does she ring?
Well, her old car.
She can't be her calling.
Is for sale.
Oh.
Will do, Diana.
40,000 quid they're expecting to get for it. 40,000 quid.
Is that the money?
It's previously had a famous owner.
I don't think they're selling Princess Diana's Mini. Oh, you mean the car? That could be, I suppose.
The car Mini, yeah.
I once bought a car that had been owned previously by somebody famous.
Bob Marley.
I'll give you a clue. See how you go with it.
Okay.
I bought a second-hand Austin 1100 for £100, and its former owner's initial was JN, and then it was a 4-figure number. I'm not going to tell you the...
JN?
John Noakes.
Oh.
What did you say, Pete?
I said John Noakes.
Oh, did someone else say John Noakes as well?
Yeah, I did. Gatford said it as well.
Okay, Gatford speaking in the third person. Ian thinks that's weird. So John Noakes. It's JN. Dave. It's not going to be James Dean.
4 figures, because that's not fair. But it was JN, and we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. JN 1, 2, 3, 4. So who was the famous person with the initials JN? Well, she was a
1, 2, 3, 4.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Jura on the ITV rip-off of Jukebox Jury, where they marked records by giving them... On Jukebox Jury,
Jimmy now says
there used to
Sarah,
be a
Richard
hit,
says John Nettles.
bing, or a miss.
Woman.
But they went further than that on ITV.
It's a
and
woman.
they gave it marks out of 5. And the woman whose car I bought, about 5 people after she had it, to be fair.
The woman, Jenny...
The woman whose car I bought was Janice Nichols.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I thought he said
That
famous.
famous
I
one.
thought he was famous. Yeah, he said famous, didn't he?
Who used to say when she really liked a record, she'd give it the full 5 marks. And she was famous for saying, I'll give it 5, because she was a brummie.
Oh.
I know. I don't know what happened to her after that. I really don't.
Great story.
Anyway, I gave 100. I
You're
gave
going to get
5,
Trevor now.
and I bought her car. And I assume it was her.
Please
it was
get to a
JN
call.
1, 2, 3, 4, as we've said, and it was her name on the logbook. You know, the old green logbook.
Maybe
we used
this
to
is
have.
him bringing the mood down
so
to
I've experienced.
facilitate Trevor.
Yeah,
for Diana's
could be
car
actually. Yeah,
before they stuck for
slowing it
40
down. Like if there's an obit, you have to you're taught to slow the show down. And now we're going to hand over to the news.
A little bit extravagant to me. I'll do Jack.
Jack is the last call of the night.
Good evening, Alan.
And it's a piss take.
Good evening, Jack.
I just want to talk about the recent uptrend in foraging and your opinions on it.
The recent is this the guy that always says we're not doing enough about homelessness and gets angry with Alan? Could be. Let's see.
Okay, what's your opinion on it?
Well, I just think it's a bit pointless, don't you? I understand it's a pastime and people take it as a hobby, but I can't think of anything more boring to do.
Oh, no, it's not the homeless guy.
Well, macrame. That's more boring, surely. And you're out in the open air.
Yeah, well, I've seen a programme on it early in the week. And someone was picking nettles and made nettle soup, and I couldn't think of anything more ghastly to eat, to be honest. It's like, how do you want to eat that?
Have you tasted nettle soup?
I haven't, but the thought of it just doesn't sound very
Well, it's
appealing.
delicious. Made properly, it's
Exactly, yeah.
delicious.
Is it? Those years ago, like people would have, people went foraging and come across mushrooms and stuff like that, so you could probably eat them. But why would you want to do it in this day?
I wouldn't.
You don't really have to,
It's
do
a
you?
strange thing to phone in to be angry about.
Just live and let live, bloke.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine he's like, oh, I'm late for work today because bloody foragers, or I had to move out the house because there's just too many foragers nearby. It's a strange.
Maybe they've been coming into his field and foraging. And that's why he's angry.
I might have just
bloody foragers coming here and stood in my mouth.
Foragers. I might have just jogged where we are. We might have. Hang on. No.
Yes, but do you think that music these days?
Oh, he's gone. I've jumped, and I wonder if I can find it.
Language.
Oh.
To challenge your spending.
Oh, I've gone. I've gone miles away. I've lost it.
In your tree, but is it in your garden?
Yeah, it would.
Oh, hang
The
on.
like for free.
Hang on.
Oh, it's been. Alan.
Did you see? You
Hang on.
To go to the distance.
Oh, I've gone miles.
That you may not know.
You used to have a joke. You used to say, under the arm.
Hang on.
I really got into it. I was reading about coming back from Paul.
Put them on a slice of bread and butter with some cheese and eat them. that was the response I got from my wife, but I thought it was delicious. She just said you stink.
You can't get that in a meal.
She says that anyway.
Well done, Catherine, for timing out Newman. I think we're done because I've jumped too far ahead. But if you want to pick up the show, I think we're bang on 1 hour in. So bang on 2300 is where we are. Well done, Catherine. Newman was getting on my nerves. I don't know what that was about. Thank you, Alistair, Dave, Gatford, Julie, Catifer, Pete, and for the brief time he was there, Tim. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you very much.
It was lovely speaking with you all.
Really, really nice. Guys. Pete, have a brilliant, brilliant birthday. I send you lots of love, and I hope you have a great time at the zoo. I have an ice cream, and I hope you have a wicked time, man. Lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
See you at the Penguins, Pete.
See you at the Penguins.
See you at the Penguins, guys. See you at the Penguins at 11. Thank you. Jen Juniper, thank you for letting me phone up and sing a silly, silly song to you. Graham, thank you for subbing. Thank you, everyone who signed up to the Patreon tonight. We broke 600. I might do more of these kind of subathons as we go on. I am back tonight, 8 o'clock, to do a radio show. That means there'll be no pictures, just be sound. We might play some tunes, we'll take some phone calls. Look at my hair, looks ridiculous, doesn't it? And that was good. That was a nice little bonus. Nearly 3 hours. Let's just see if any of my friends are on that we can raid. I'm getting a bit hot, feel a bit nauseous. Feeling a little bit nauseous at the moment. So let's just go and see if there's any of our friends are on that we can raid. Papa Pixels. We're going to go and raid Papa Pixels. Oh, it's not started yet. Papa Pixels hasn't started. Oh, God. Let me get into hot. It's sweating. It's too hot. In real life. Just chatting. Let's just find someone completely random. Let's go and find someone. So let's find someone who's got like one viewer. We're going to find someone. It's too hot, Gemma. It is too hot. Find someone that's got one viewer. I want one viewer. And we're going to go and raid them. We don't want anyone naughty. We don't want anyone in their pants. We don't want their big old boobies hanging out. Male or female boobies. We don't want any of that. It's not what we're here for. Pete, have a great, great birthday. Someone's got one viewer. That's all we want. That's all we want. One viewer. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I've got to feed the cats. The cats will be angry with me. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. One viewer. Down to 4 viewers. Oh, yeah. There we go. Here we go. Down to 3 viewers. I want one. I want one viewer. Down to 3. Keep going. Down to 3. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Down to 2. Down to 1. Down to 1. Oh. Down to 2. Down to 2. Down to 2. Hello, darling. I will feed you in a minute. I promise. Okay, well, it'd be 2 or a 1. 2 or a 1. Who's making food? Who's making food?
Yay. I'm hungry.
Okay, we're going to come and watch you because you're hungry. Oh, yes, man. Look at that. Just in time for dinner.
I was taught to use kilometers and shit in science last year.
Here we go. Everyone, thank you. There won't be a podcast of this. This will stay up. It's yours if you want to do anything with it. Back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Happy birthday, Pete. See you later.
I
Bye-bye.
still have pictures. I have like full on like 20 sheets of paper of like my science teacher from this year.